You know how it is. Funny combo, sitting here next to Jumpman number two. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, come on, man. I got family. I
Check
got
out the
kids.
boys acting debut.
Everything's upstairs in the closet, dog. Just take it.
Money, money, I love that money.
Lucas.
Money, 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 money. You don't really wanna play. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Money, 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 make you shut your mouth. Don't never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say, stay up out of my way. Cause money, 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 make you shut them mouth. Keep playing with these goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. Cause a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? seem surprised, this is homicide. We just multiply. We been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. 'Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. And use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get erased, what you talking about? Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. 'Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. 'Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm ballin', I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert Tahori. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign. So independent, my money be corporate. These raps is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that soaring. She always go ahead and let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, man. And you can never, ever, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you playing the game, then you play by the rules. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. 'Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. 'Cause money, 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 money's what I'm talking about.
Money, 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 money. What I'm talking about? We back once again. I know y'all ain't used to see me on this side of the board. We see me. It's been a while. But shout out to Lady Internet. As she's still recovering.
No doubt, no doubt. Get well soon.
Definitely, we send her our prayers and concerns and a couple of shots for her tonight of Jameson that we're going to take because she's not here.
Yes, indeed.
What's going on, CP3? How was your wild week? I know you got some crazy.
Bruh, wild ain't the word, man. It's just, life is like a crazy roller coaster, man. You gotta hold on and just try not to throw up when it get real wild. And in the car sales game, things is, still on some adversity, but always gonna push through and stay positive. So, if you're looking for a new vehicle, used vehicle, holler at me down in Waldorf Honda, 2450 Crane Highway. Carol asked for me, get a deal done. Best cars available. But we got a good show coming up tomorrow night on Sports and Mill Podcast, covering the Nats, the Caps, the Wizards. And on Thursday night we got a special, myself and our NCAA and Redskin Washington football team inside. I gotta get back in the mode. We ain't talking football, so I got back in my old mode. But we'll be breaking down the free agency moves that the team has made and looking at the draft, which is coming up on the 29th of April through the May 1st. They have pick number 19. There's some rumors that they could go for a linebacker, or they could go for an offensive lineman, or they could trade back to pick up some more picks. Who knows? There's also rumors of them trading up to try to get a quarterback, which I haven't been able to confirm or deny, but in my opinion, it's bull. And just gonna break it down Thursday night, 9 o'clock. Sports on the Hill podcast, watching the football team pre-draft and off-season special. You know how we do it every year. We bring it to watching football team audiences. What helped us kick off Sports on the Hill podcast, and it's one of our most loyal fan bases. So we appreciate y'all tuning in as always, and we're gonna be breaking that down. And I always bring you the best DC sports coverage around, because DC sports on the politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do.
Definitely, definitely. So unfortunately, we had to start another show on a somber note because we lost another hip hop.
Man,
We lost Black Rob yesterday from kidney failure. Um, you know, people don't understand what's really going on. One of the things is that one of the reasons Black Rob had disappeared for a little bit because he was battling addiction. As I stated before, uh, addiction is real, and if you missed the show last week in which I told you about basically, I had my grandmother was she was an alcoholic, so I knew how she fought addiction on an everyday basis. She's a drug counselor, but an alcoholic, and she could never conquer her demons. So I know that at one point Black Rob went through a stint in jail, and he was battling his demons and his addiction, and it's a disease that just doesn't stop. And, I don't want people to get it twisted as in, oh, well, Diddy should have did this and Diddy should have did that. Let's just remember the man for his great music. And even in a hospital bed, he was sending prayers out to DMX, and not even thinking about himself when he had heard DMX had passed. So let's remember the man for those type of moments.
yeah, you were speaking on addiction and the effects of that in your life. I also had a relative that was addicted to drugs and did some things, and our lives were changed by the addiction that they had, and now they've overcome it, living a good life and healthy, and we're still in contact, and we mended those fences. But all the stories don't go that way. There's, like we say, the tragic ending of some of these rappers, actors, people that we
I
know.
mean, people that we know, we lost a great friend
Yeah.
because of addiction to alcohol.
So
You know,
it touches everyone, and excuse me, you never know the struggle that folks are going through internally. Folks, us folks that are strong and willful and have a purpose that they feel in this life, you learn to push that stuff to the side when you're out handling your business, and you put that persona on for your friends, colleagues, associates, yada yada yada. But when the doors close and you're by yourself, that's when it all comes out. And unfortunately, that's what happened to our friend, our RIP Black GOP.
definitely, definitely.
So I mean, I
You know,
always say it never hurts to ask someone. Is everything good?
and the truth is, he would be one, and GOP is one of those dudes that would get a shirt off his back, but he be in so much pain on the inside. But he'd rather be cold than to see you cold.
No doubt.
And it was hard. I mean, honestly, I still get haunted by it.
No doubt.
Um, you know, and it's not nothing that you know because it hits so close to home. It's not nothing that and when you see it happen to other people, it's just a reminder of what you lost, how you lost it, and what and how real it is. So we have fun at the bar, we drink, we have fun, but we also want people to be responsible. No matter what you do, whether you're drinking, smoking, or whatever, just be responsible. Addiction is real. And we're gonna celebrate some great rappers' lives, and and let's you know try to get on a little happier terms in a little bit. But this is just hard because we lost like literally, you know, this is the music I grew up to.
Blow change hip hop.
You know, before the show we was playing Whoa. Um, and that joint's still a classic.
Yeah, still a bang.
Yeah.
Turn it on in the club. Some of these young folks don't know about it, but you turn it on in a club with folks our age,
Mhm.
and the journey get turned up, man.
Definitely, definitely. So then, unfortunately, from one sober note to another note, um, you know, the young man that was killed by the police.
I didn't get I saw some posts about it, so if I haven't had a chance to look into it at all.
So basically, um, in Minneapolis, same place, you know,
Again?
actually George Floyd, sister or somebody relative was this young man's teacher at one point.
I heard something about yeah, I heard
Yeah.
something.
So basically, what happened is the officer is claiming that she meant to grab her taser and she grabbed her gun.
Again? Hold on. Didn't that just happen like last week?
So yeah, this happened last week, and I think she's being charged with like 3rd degree or something murder.
Oh, that okay,
Yeah.
okay. I saw something
Mm.
about a 13-year-old boy in some type of situation. I saw something coming across in social media yesterday. That's what I thought you were
Okay,
talking
now
about.
that one I saw something, but I didn't get the details about
Yeah,
that
me
one.
either. Yeah,
And
I thought that's what you were talking about. Yeah, I was
yeah,
thinking the same thing.
it's as a black man, I understand we're an endangered species, and you know we have a target on our back. Um, and now you know as soon as I get the information about the 13-year-old boy, you know we're definitely gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, the
Uh,
the body cam footage of the fatality. I'm gonna be nice.
of the
Um,
murder.
yeah, it kind of throws me off because for one, you're supposed to have your taser on your weak hand side and your firearm on your strong hand side, so you know the difference. Taser is bright yellow or orange, has a different weight than the gun. So when I heard her yelling, because when you're trained with the taser to say taser, 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 I don't know if that was her just trying to cover her ass or because she was so called scared of the situation that she was in shock or whatever. And that's it's a thin line of that because some of these officers, when they see they're pulling over an African American or minority in general, they already, as he said, has a preconceived notion. Oh, they might have a gun. They might do this. They might do that. And they're already on edge and escalating situations and not handling the situation properly. And unfortunately, most of the minorities, when they get in that situation, it doesn't turn out well for them because they end up sometimes people will say not complying, but once you start going back and forth with them and they already in an agitated state, you're in a no-win situation.
There was there was a video of the police. I saw it on social media. But the police walking to, and I guess the guy was in a he was in the hospital bed, and they went to frisk him, and like I guess they found the gun, and then he's clearly on the ground, and then I put the gun down, and they just start opening fire.
That's insane. That's just straight out murder. And it's hard to put a finger on it. Yeah, I mean, it has to go beyond just being racist when you're at the point where you're willing to kill someone just because that's you know the opportunity presents itself. That shit is like I don't know. I can't even put it in words. It's to me, it's like utterly ridiculous, man. Instead of trying to understand and trying to at least listen to a person, you would rather take their life. And it's just such a complex issue. But the only way you can resolve it or try to resolve it is by communicating. And unfortunately, most folks aren't willing to do that.
Well, I mean, it's I don't know if it was just communication or is it just that really I think maybe they need psycho evaluation about police officers.
No, definitely that. I've been saying that for a while. They're supposed to be policing the community, and some of them don't understand what that means. They think it means, pulling over, folks that look a certain way or drive a certain car, and they feel they don't deserve to be in a certain part of town and think they're, doing their job. It's a lot of good officers out there, and I try to post on social media when I see their pages come through and some of the stuff that they do for the community and being true police officers. But most of them is just a job. They don't care about the community. First of all, most of them don't live in the communities they're policing. So they're already a stranger in a community of folks that already don't trust the police. And then they have the mindset of, oh, well, they already don't trust me, so I'm gonna be a dickhead anyway because they think I'm a dickhead anyway. So it's like a vicious cycle, and that's why I miss some of the community outreach stuff we used to do back in the day. That's why I'm in the works of trying to set up some community stuff with PG County Police and Charles County Police with At the Bar Radio, and try to get some things that we can put out there to try to make the public more aware and get a better understanding of the transition of what needs to go on and what they're trying to do, along with becoming better police officers and policing the community in the proper way. And the only way we can do that is by talking and communicating and at least, you know, open up dialogue to try to get some of the frustration and some of your feelings and thoughts out there so they can understand where you're coming from if they don't understand. You can't fault somebody for not understanding if you don't try to explain to them what the situation
I
is.
think one of the biggest hypocrisies to me though is the blue wall of silence. Like you actively tell people to snitch on your homies, but you
Yeah, I speak about that a lot. Like I've said on the show many times, my mom was a civilian and worked for the police department for over 15 years. So I've had run-ins with the law. I've had dinner with the law. So it's a tricky situation because of that blue wall. If somebody says something about a cop that was doing something, harassing or profiling or beating or murdering a minority for, no reason at all, and the word is going to get out that the cop that said it, and then that cop is out on the beat, he's in a tough situation, he's calling for backup or looking for assistance, and because of that blue wall they don't get that assistance. So by them speaking up, in turn they are risking their lives also, in a way, because of their job. Once they blow that whistle, and the word is supposed to be kept secret, but this leaks all in the police department, so it's going to come out. Then his fear is that when he's out doing his job and he's in a situation where he needs help, no one's going to come for him because they know that he's the one that so-called snitched on their coworker. And even though they know he did something wrong, but because of that blue wall, it's about loyalty and brotherhood and all of that crap. The same thing they say about gangs on the street. That's why I said the cops are the biggest gang in America. It is what it is. Not,
oh definitely.
yeah, I'm not saying that in a well, kind of in a negative way, because the bad ones are the ones that's
It's
being
not negative
highlighted.
if it's real.
Exactly. So I mean, they definitely have to go through and start doing psychiatric evaluations on some of these guys, especially when they've had repeat situations put in their file about harassment or excessive force or unfair treatment. You can't just put something in somebody's file that's supposed to be out here taking care of the whole community, and they have a racial bias against one, set of members of society. That's how is that supposed to work? He sees somebody in a gunfight or see somebody getting beat up, oh, they're black. That's what they deserve. But you see a white person get beat up, oh, I'm gonna go do my job now. It's fucked up, is what it is. I just can't know another word to say.
Yeah, definitely. Um, on some good news, yesterday I did a pop-up show with Eric Kuza. Uh,
Yeah, I wish I could have been there. I saw some of those
yeah,
photos.
it was nice. It was nice.
Cruz always putting out some nice apparel. Rocking the Sports OTHP. Got their, I have my own logo, but we linked up. Got a nice little design with them also. So stay tuned. Got some things in the works. Just been real busy doing other stuff. So stay tuned. We'll have some more apparel coming out shortly.
Yeah, I'm rocking the new um Eric Kuza gear. This little short sleeve hoodie joint. I feel really good in this joint. Oh, Eric Kuza always makes good gear.
Top quality product.
Top quality products. Uh, and it's I like it. Um, and then also I like partnering with like these locals. Like Hugo Boss is they don't know you. I don't know the owner of Hugo Boss. I don't know the owner of Gucci or Versace, but I do know the owners of Eric Husa. So I must spend my money with them because their product is good to me. We have to get in. I gotta get on my soapbox on this one. Support these, black businesses. Support these people like the same way you support Gucci and all these other people.
I
You know,
never understood those prices anyway. How you pay that much for, you know, I just can't see it. My boy said he paid like $800 for a pair of shoes before. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with high fashion, but at the same time too, there's a lot of black designers that you could be supporting. Like get, support these other people because the thing about it is though, y'all don't go to Gucci
Mhm.
and be like and haggle them over prices. If they tell you the belt is $300, you buy the belt for $300. If we tell you an outfit, pants and shirt is $125, then you like, oh man, I can't get that joint for 80, for 100. Like it's always something crazy.
Bullshit, man.
It's always something crazy. And you know, and the thing is, if y'all have one bad experience with this is true. Y'all have one bad experience with one designer, it's all black designers. Y'all have one bad experience with Gucci, y'all gonna go back there to show out. I'm gonna show these motherfuckers I can afford this. A bad experience with a black designer. Oh, I ain't never getting nothing from any of these black persons. They'll leave my money to the white you, and they will say this.
I've heard it.
But when you have an experience with a bad experience with a white person at the Gucci outlet or the Gucci store or whatever, well, I'm gonna show them I can afford this. Newsflash, they don't care. Money is green.
Commission no matter what.
Yeah. So you just made this person rich.
I don't know, man. Folks, different strokes for different folks, man. I don't judge nobody. I handle my situation the way I handle it. As long as it ain't nothing that's illegal, do what you do, man. Just use your brain. That's all I can say. And folks that don't have one, I don't know what to tell you.
So real quick, I'm about to play some videos. OCA Stacks is having a day party May 15th at the Hashtag Lounge. It's a day party. That means it's during the day, y'all. Salute to him. And matter of fact, we about to play his latest video.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Yo, salute to OCA Stacks, man. Like, real talk. He's not, he's a brand, not just an artist. Like,
What's that? What's up, man?
Nigga, what it do? Nigga, bro, you know that I don't fuck with you. Keep that fake love, it ain't no point in even coming through. Got him in that laser sight, OP don't think he bulletproof. Look me in my eyes when I'm talking, young and got the juice. Just to ease the pain, I need some Henny and a blunt or two. Make this shit look good, but only God knows what I'm going through. Lights got a cut-off notice, and plus the rent was overdue. Baby mama's on my ass, they say my daughters need some shoes. I just sent a couple thousand, told her she can pick and choose. Never had no shit to prove, just a lot of shit to lose. Swear to God, a nigga try me, it's gonna make the breaking news. Hopped out of Suburban with this turban like it's 92. PO won't let me leave this thing cause I keep breaking all the rules. Menace to society, plus they treat me like a psycho too. Used to smoke on cookies, now I'm stuck on this Gorilla Glue. My niggas getting active, that just mean they getting rid of you. Mentally, emotionally, my bitch is getting physical. They told me I got it, how I kill these niggas lyrical. God ain't let me die, May 29, this shit a miracle, I'm blessed. God ain't let me die, May 29, this shit a miracle, I'm blessed. Used to smoke on cookies, now I'm stuck on this Gorilla Glue, the best. Tay told me I got it, how I kill these niggas lyrical. God ain't let me die, May 29, this shit a miracle, I'm blessed. I always say don't do the crime if you can't do the time. A lot of niggas see that time and they gon' drop a dime. They write a statement, then agree to sign a dotted line. Protective custody where they put him when he go inside. They only wanna steal shine, knock you off your grind. Really witness these situations one too many times. Let it be known, niggas know that I ain't hard to find. Don't type my name in Google search, you think a nigga lying. And if I see it and I want it, then a nigga blind. Plus I can't wait to drop my Judah to go fuck with Shine. Reach for this chain and I'ma spank him with this baby 9. Can't wait to buy a borderland so I can call it mine. God ain't let me die, May 29, this shit a miracle, I'm black. Used to smoke on cookies, now I'm stuck on this gorilla through the back. They told me I got it, how I kill these niggas lyrical. God ain't let me die, May 29, this shit a miracle, I'm black.
Oh,
Ain't that DJ Chose over there? Look like DJ Chose.
no, I'm sorry, Trey.
What's up, Twan? What's up, Aaron? What's up, Trey? I want all three. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Devin. Waterfalls when you walking past me. His pocket's big, thick, and he gon' trick, he make me stutter. And his friends gon' trick, they pockets thick. I want all of them. Pocket so fat, but my ass fat. He ain't tryna leave, come spend that. Broke ass nigga can't talk to me. You getting money, boy, spend that. I don't want your $40. I don't want no Ugg boots. Run up a bag, all in this ass. Do what I say, do, cause you all on my ass. I don't care about your baby mama. I'm just looking for a sugar daddy. Fuck a bills, pay mine. Broke boy, get none of my time. Why spend mine when I can spend yours? For dinner and a movie, meet me at the store. Leg store, cause I'm always twerking. That's me what I'm doing, though. But see, I'm working. Work. I'm like a 9 to 5. Work. He too legit, it's hammer time. He put up in the foreign. Now all my ex niggas boring. He wanna fly me to Dubai. Hell yeah, I got time. What's up, Twan? What's up, Aaron? What's up, Trey? I want all three. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Devin. Waterfalls when you walking past me. His pocket's big, and he gon' trick. He make me stutter. And his friends gon' trick. They pockets thick. I want all.
What's up, niggas? What's up, bitches? I ain't got no preference as long as you gon' lick it. I got this nigga tricking, but he ain't no magician. That boy brain so damn good, I should pay him some tuition. And you know he ain't my ass too. Ha. Pussy ball like Caillou. Hella thick, all this booty come from soul food. Fuck my nigga in the car when I'm in the mood. I'ma give his ass a quickie like an interlude. Put this cake all in your face, eat it up like anime. Pussy wet just like a bae. Now your nigga call me bae. You better cuff your chick if she thick. I'ma fuck her like I love her, then tell her that we just friends. I don't want dick, I really want ends. Said that before, I say the shit again. Got ass and face, yeah, baby, I'm a 10. I don't love a nigga unless it's first name V.
What's up, Aaron? What's up, Trey? I want all three. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Devin. Waterfalls when you walking past me. His pocket's big, and he gon' trick. He make me stutter. And his friends gon' trick. They pockets big. I want all of them.
Ain't that DJ Chose over there? Look like DJ Chose.
Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, your boy Lil Dale, man. Everybody trying to kick us out the rap game. Still in that joint, you feel me? Feature here, feature there. Mixtape coming soon. Just a little preview from Struggle to Hustle, man. He's like tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. They tryna cross us out, but we still making it all. Making them all. It's like tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. They tryna cross me out the game, but I'm making all. It's like tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. They tryna cross me out, but I'm still making it all. Every time they make a move, I'm making foes. How you go? Try across the king, got the palace. We'll keep the dope bad nigga. We got it. If you don't let us through the first time, we gon' come back and take in the stakes on stage like a throwback. I don't know it, getting money by the pound, call the pancake. Close the door in my face, I'ma let the round shake. Be with the same team from the bottom, no crucial. Got a problem with it, then we got a
Did the least with your boy, put a rollie on my wrist. I ain't hating that niggas, ain't talking about shit. Run my money up, nigga, off the towns and the bars. Trap going ham, I ain't even got a car, bitch. Still wanna fuck, I'm a new Audemars. Suck a nigga to the moon, cause you know I'm a star. No Reggie Miller, nigga smoking kush out the jar. Hit my lawyer with some extra, that's a mean charge. Tic-tac-toe on your ass, that's a cross. Watch what you say around me, I'm a boss. How the fuck you niggas came up and never took a loss? How the fuck you niggas came up and never took a loss? Nigga get a little money and they chain like the wind. I don't give a fuck, nigga, I don't need friends. See me pull up in a brand new Benz. Pouring up lean, nigga, counting up M's.
She's like tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. They tryna cross us out, but we still making it all. Making them all. It's like tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. They tryna cross me out the game, but I'm making all. Making all. It's like tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. They tryna cross me out, but I'm still making it all. Making all. It's like tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. They tryna cross me out the game, but I'm making all. Making all.
About to go in the corner and trap a nigga. That's just the whole definition of tic-tac-toe right there.
X marks the spot, baby.
You know about that.
Damn.
You saw them guns, you started having flashbacks. Like, damn, I had that joint.
Oh, man, I miss some of my old guns.
I told you. I told you. He really be living that gunman. Yo, Lady Internet, you listening? He really be living that gunman number 2 life. I'm saying you just saw a video. He started having flashbacks to guns he used to hold.
I did have some nice joints before, man. Now I'm only legal, so I told you I'm different now.
Yeah, okay. Salute to we gotta redo our interview with Honey Stacks. Salute to Honey Stacks, Rap Beat Magazine. She's getting her podcast together. I think she just shot a video today. And then I think she's probably doing her normal interviews stuff around like either 7 or 8 o'clock. But definitely salute to her. One thing is, dog, we are not in no competition. We are in our own lane. We do what we do, and we want to promote everybody. We want everybody to win. You know, that's what makes us different. You know, and we're always gonna talk about GOP because that's my dog. But the one thing is that you know, when I first started at the bar, me and GOP was doing the show, True Radio, and then when I branched off and did my own at the bar, we always supported each other. You know, he show up on at the bar, I show up on True Radio afterwards, like, and we was in different sites still just showing up on each other's shows because it was always support. You know, and that's how we kind of do it. For
real. Networking, it's about business. It's about hitting different markets with the product. And, you know, folks get feelings and emotions caught up in situations that don't even need that. So, you know, I found it funny, you know, those situations and a couple of situations that I was in, you know, with folks feeling a certain way about certain things. I mean, I can't do nothing about that. All I can do about control is what I do and stay in my lane and continue doing what I'm doing. That's what we always gonna do, man. So we got partnerships with different associates and affiliates branching all over. So it's nothing personal. It's all business, baby. We all have an agenda. We're trying to get paid. We're trying to do what we love and entertain folks.
Definitely.
That's why we here.
So me and CP3 was having a personal conversation the other day. And we was talking about how females love it when you're toxic, but when you're a good dude, they don't love you the same.
Sad truth, man. Sad truth, man.
When I was a toxic dude, no, let me rephrase that. When I was a toxic nigga,
no doubt.
And I did niggerish things,
mad niggerish,
females tend to love me more than when I became, you know what, I'd rather buy you dinner than, you know, before it was like, you know, McDonald's and McDonald's, McFlurry in your knees, like, that was my idea of a date. Versus, you know, as you got older, went out to eat and stuff like that. and you learn how to really treat a woman. And it just seems like when I was very toxic, more females were attracted to me when I was very toxic.
Boy, some of the stories I can tell when I was a shit. I mean, I don't understand it. That I was having this conversation with a young lady that's in a situationship, and she was like, sometimes I love him, he's great, no problem, but then there are certain times where I feel like he's doing something he shouldn't be doing, and I have to remind him of that. Like, do you feel like you should have to remind your partner who you're supposed to be with that they're with you? Is that
So,
part of the relationship now?
but that's the thing. So here's the crazy thing. I had a female several years ago, and she was married, and she got estranged from her husband because they were in a toxic relationship. And we dated before she got married, so we were in that talking phase, feeling each other out, see if we could rekindle some stuff. And she still went back to her husband, who who at the time was like really doing toxic shit to her. And it just seems at times females tend to gravitate towards toxic males.
I honestly,
Or better yet, when I was younger, I gravitated. Ooh, that's some female don't want me to tell you the truth. So, as I was younger, I gravitated towards toxic females. Like, at the time, there was a point in my life, I thought, arguments and good sex was like all that I needed. Because both of them was a rush.
Yeah, see, I wasn't. See, I was always. I wasn't the top. Well, not gonna say that. When those situations arise with the arguing and stuff, I was always the one to try to stay chill because I know my temper. Once I get heated, I get heated. So I started to try to stay, chill. And then that's when I realized that that's their cry for dick or whatever, is when they start arguments and dumb arguments for no reason. They basically just want some dick instead of asking for dick. They'd rather go through the whole argument because that so-called makes it better, which in some cases it does. You get that angry.
So now, do you prefer angry sex or regular sex?
I wouldn't say prefer.
Nigga,
you need it every now and again.
Do you prefer the angry sex or the regular sex?
I guess I would say I prefer the angry sex.
You a toxic nigga.
No, I'm just saying. But you don't necessarily have to be in the argument to have the angry sex. Sometimes she just wants you to just tear it up and do that.
Nah, that's aggressive sex. I said angry sex.
Oh.
Angry.
I did have a couple of angry sex sessions before. It was kind of wild.
Oh my God, CP3, you.
I gotta think about this.
Nigga, you know you like the angry sex.
The angry sex is off the hook.
Angry sex is off the hook because you be trying to fuck till you like kill the chick.
Yeah.
You be trying to really break her back and everything.
Right.
But then it's that that toxic relation, like toxic. Angry sex is like is another form of a drug.
I think I haven't had that angry sex in a while since I've been a stand-up dude. You know what? That might be what the problem is.
You need to go back and have angry sex.
Go back and have angry sex. I think that might be what the problem is.
You need to find a girl named LaQuisha. You need a girl named any of the Ishas. LaQuisha, Sharkeisha.
I've never had an Isha.
That's why. Yeah, you need an Isha. You need an Isha in your life.
I had a Alicia, but never.
Yes, you need one of those dudes. Yeah, you need an Isha in your life. Some angry Isha sex. Any girl that got like 6 syllables in her names and angry sex, you a toxic nigga.
Oh man, I had some hood sex. I had a lot of angry sex.
What's hood sex?
When the chick live in the hood, and you gotta knock it off and get the fuck out of there before the nigga start shooting.
Oh, okay.
But you wanna run over there and still get that nut off.
Would you hit that joint? Would you still hit a joint if you knew the chick had mice in the house? Or have you hit a joint when you saw a mouse running around?
I had when I was hitting it. I saw one. I got my nut and got the fuck out of it.
But you didn't stop.
For what? He was doing his thing. I was doing mine. For what? He was trying to go get his cheese. I was trying to get my cheese. Yeah.
Where's the most awkward place you've ever had sex?
Indoors or outdoors?
Either way, man.
I'm over this chick house and her kid was supposed to be asleep.
He was watching.
Nah, we was in the living room getting it in. I'm sitting in the chair. She started, sucking me off. This little nigga come out and just stand there. I didn't know what to do. So I just tapped her on the shoulder. It was like,
Wait a minute. How long did you wait?
I don't remember. It was getting kind of good too.
Did you always wait like 5 minutes before you tapped it?
Nah, it wasn't that long.
2 minutes.
I looked at him and said, "Don't kiss your mom in the morning." It was probably about maybe like 15, 20 seconds. And I had my eyes, I had my eyes closed, enjoying what was going on. And I just looked over and the little dude was just standing there.
Did you think about just closing your eyes back again? And like,
I wasn't that cool, man. It took me a minute to get that done.
I think the weirdest place I've ever had sex was on the playground. So I was ABC.
Yeah, that joint. Yeah, I tried that one.
Sitting on the slide.
He was on the merry-go-round.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was. I don't know what the fuck we was thinking about that shit.
I ain't going in circles.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially somebody I ain't gonna be with.
Alcohol was involved, of course.
Hold on, you want to go in circles with alcohol?
And I think we was she had a park behind her house. We was outside chilling, drinking, and
So she had an apartment.
Yeah, she just like being outside, the thrill of almost getting caught, that whole thing.
And you obliged. You have your gun on you?
Nah, right behind you.
You had your gun on you?
Nah, it was in the car. It wasn't on it. That's when I used to ride with my joint all the time. That was a different life.
Riding Dirty was your favorite song, huh?
Yeah, you're right. I was playing that joint last night after I got home from work. I was listening to UGK and A-Ball and JT.
I bet your ass
whole concert in the backyard. That was killing it with my
Oh man. But it do seems like, and it's not just females, because sometimes as a male we get attracted to a toxic, sometimes toxic females be.
I don't.
The sex with a toxic female versus a nice girl is something totally different.
It's the sex is what hooks the nigga.
Because the sex is always angry.
It's always
like she done cursed you out. You be trying to. I'm gonna make her where she can't walk. And that usually be her goal. So it's not just females, because men tend to. I ain't gonna lie. As much as I hate them, I love toxic females because I've had the longest relationships because we just argue and go back and forth and shit.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't had many. Most of the time, if it was a toxic relationship, because in some aspect I made it that way because of a situation or a miscommunication, because that's when I didn't know how to communicate. So I would take shit the wrong way, and then me, once I get a point in my head, and ain't no stopping what the fuck I'm gonna do to prove my point.
Yeah.
Even if I was wrong, I don't give. I'm gonna get my point across.
That's some mean shit right there.
That's how I used to be, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm a changed man.
Used to be.
I take other people's feelings into account.
Nigga,
I might still not give a fuck about them, but I take them into account. So that means something.
You used to be. Nigga, when did you change? Last week?
Nah. Since I haven't been able to get into it on social media, I feel like I've been very repressed. That's why when I was messing around on social media early this week, I had a little fun, But you gotta have that outlet. Sometimes you just gotta be an asshole, man. That's what I try to tell folks. But you gotta know when to be an asshole and what degree to be an asshole. It's a thin line. You can cross it and fuck everything up. It's a thin line. Yeah, I try to explain it. That's how I'm being, one of the kings of assholeness. You gotta know how to handle that shit.
Nigga, just hurt people's feelings. I don't give a fuck. No, I'm just playing.
I mean, sometimes you got to, but only when necessary.
Yeah.
Now that's the way I think. Before I didn't give a fuck. I would hurt your feelings just because I didn't give a fuck.
I'm gonna say it like this: if you happen to make me go Super Saiyan, all bets are off. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I tell people that all the time. I talk about your dead grandmama, your dead kitten when you were 2.
I'm gonna say some things that gonna make you question your religion. Like, God, why am I being punished right now?
You're gonna be ready to fight, and then that's the wrong move. I fight dirty. I do security. I will tase your ass and call it a day. Oh man, I miss security days.
Do you miss security days because you miss tasing people?
Because when folks are drunk, they do funny shit, and then when you try to de-escalate, I was always the de-escalate. I try to always de-escalate. All my other buddies was ready to knock niggas out, and when I ended up getting into something, it was like, yeah, he tried, but wasn't no saving.
True, true indeed.
It's sick, man. It's sick. I remember back to a GOP shit.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, when I was doing security down in Waldorf.
Go ahead, tell the story.
Yeah, I was doing security for a go-go band down in Waldorf. And down there, club supposed to be empty by 2. So normally I shut it down at 1:45. This certain go-go band was supposed to be, doing a PA tape. And I told them politely, it's 1:45, time to cut the show. They gonna look at me and talk about we record, normally they let us stay till 2. I'm like, well, normally that dude ain't here. So let's get ready to shut it down. They decided to play for another like 5 minutes. So I go pull the plug on the board. I don't give a damn. I'm trying to do my job. So I'm getting everybody because the lead dude with his little entourage start talking shit. I go over to him like, man, dude, I'm just doing my job, man. Well, I don't know who you think you is, shutting down our show, doing that, man. The other dude that only be here, let us play till 2. I'm like, I'm not him. And he just started keep going. I just tell him, look, dude, all you know about me is security. I can go to your website, know what you playing every night. Think about that before you start jumping out. And they had this big 6'5" lesbian chick that does their security. So then she steps up to me, like, you ain't gonna talk to my man like that. So then he get bald, so then he get up. And I see another dude get up. I'm standing there. My backup is at the front door, didn't make one move. So I'm looking at him like, you bitch. you ain't got my back for real. So I already got my taser. I'm in my mind like Denzel Washington shit. I'm gonna chop this nigga in the throat. I'm gonna tase this motherfucker. I'm gonna hit this nigga with the baton. And then somebody else say something. I hear a voice just say, man, step off. At that moment, Gio, it's 3 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night. Guess who calls me? GOP. And he talks me off the ledge.
Yo, the funny thing is, so let me tell you last time I was in Atlanta. So last time they put me at the door because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, that's he's put me at the door too.
So we in Atlanta doing AC3 weekend. So we got people coming in. So special guests and everything. So my man tells me, okay, this person gets in. So I let him in. So then her entourage was like, well, I'm the record label, I don't pay. I was like, well, your name ain't on here. So either you gonna run me the money or not. So they surrounded me. They literally surrounded me. His group surrounded me. And I looked at him, I was like, and you still got to pay.
That's funny. I had the same situation.
Like, I was like, well, then you need to wait. I told him it was like this. If you don't want to pay, if you want to see if she's going to perform, then you need to wait outside. Why are these niggas just surrounding me, though? Why are these niggas just surrounding me? I was like, yo. So one dude that we was with stepped up and was like, is the problem? It was like, nah. I was like, well, nah. If you ain't got the money, if you don't want to pay. He's like, well, if she don't perform, do I get a refund? I was like, no, nigga. If y'all decide y'all don't want her to perform after you pay me, no, I'm not giving you a refund. So either you can go outside or you can pay me, but you can't stay in here and not pay me.
It's crazy you gotta explain that shit to people.
So they was in their feelings. So let me play a video real quick. Yeah, we gotta play Sunshine Anderson and Royalty. Yo, shout out to Alexis for Limelight Management for setting this up. It was a dope interview, and we're gonna do some good things with them. They about to shoot a new video. He's shooting another video with somebody else in another week or two. So as soon as they shoot that video and I find them, I'm gonna put it on here too. Yeah, the world will be going. That boy, you may be in his feelings about stuff like it's the sunshine, it's the worst home, bro. Shit that
Yo, man.
right.
Where you at, man? Where you at? Hurry up, man. We need you to level up, man. Hey, yo, royal to them there, no? We the one them called Sunshine. I want to them man, yeah, man. Sure. Hey, yo, Sunshine, make them level up. Hear this.
I know you heard it all before, ain't with it no more. And still they steady knocking down your door. Ain't getting yours, you sitting on pause. Them incoming calls, she hitting ignore. Just remember, with new levels comes new devils. It'll turn you to a savage, a true rebel. Yeah, better get clever with them pickup lines, or you could kiss her with the sun don't shine. Get it? Time to get in your bags, ain't talking her ass. Never level up, ain't getting her class. Red bottom kiss stilettos now bezel the wrist. You done know there's levels to this.
Be nice to have him hold me. But if it means dealing with a lot of red tape, I suggest you keep it moving. I wanna hear you say my name, just because the day is Saturday, and stay in bed with you all day, and make love every time you touch me. Wait, now I know that every day won't be perfect, and I know someday my nerves you gon' work them. Not only for me, but vice versa. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it. See, the sun don't shine forever. Same thing for stormy weather. But if you got me like I got you, I am sure that we can level up together. Oh yeah, we can level up. Can level up together. Oh yeah, we can level up. Ooh, level up. We ain't gotta do this apart. Level up. It was always you from the start. Level up together. Oh yeah, we can level up. I wanna have date night, restaurant and go to the movies. Maybe on Friday, VIP, bottle service.
Really? So you just gonna look at your phone while I'm trying to talk to you? See, that's the shit I be talking about right there. You always scrolling up and down on that Instagram. You always with your friends. You never at home. You always playing the game when you are home. Yeah, but I got something for all that. See, cause you got me fucked up.
Yo, see right here that makes CP3 friends.
The day it's all worth it. See, the sun don't shine forever. Same thing for stormy weather. But if you got me like I got you, I am sure that we can level up together. Ooh, yeah, we can level up. Yeah, level up. We ain't gotta do this apart. Level up. It was always you from the start. Together. Ooh, yeah. We ain't gotta do this apart. It was always you from the start. Together.
That's because you a dirty dude, man.
Man, I wasn't a dirty dude. I was just a dude that was set in my ways back then. Now I told you I'm a changed man now, man. You gonna stop bringing up my past, man.
It was last week.
Man, I was still the past, man. Just sometimes the old leaf is under the new one. Sometimes you have to flip it over a couple times, though.
Nigga, this is not photosynthesis.
It's all science, baby. I can break it down scientifically.
Anyway, we got our guest in the house. Wolfhead J up in this piece. Yo, I've been watching this young man grow. So it's always funny because I always like, because people don't remember how stories how you meet people. I remember how I met Wolfhead J. We was at C Pleasant Day.
Okay.
And the problem when you do these certain shows is we make a list of the order how people are supposed to perform. This is why DMV artists suck at times. So We make the list, and then we're calling people, but it's two different stages. So we're on the B stage. So we're calling people, and niggas being niggas.
I'm smoking.
Stop disappearing. You don't see them. So it forced Warfare J to go first. Go on before he, at the time we originally said it. And I remember because I talked to him and he was like, oh, I wanted to wait. He was waiting for his cameraman and his partner. I was like, well, no, I need you right now because I really didn't have any other acts after. Like, we called like 2 people and these clown, you got to take stuff seriously. Like, and you know this too, to be CP3. There are times we set an interview and we tell you to come at 7 o'clock, not 7:15, not 7:30, not 8 o'clock. And dudes will come in at what time?
Time where they not get no fucking airtime.
Yeah, they come in, they wonder why they get a 15-minute interview because you can't show up on time. Like, Warfare J let me know when he was on his way. He let me know when he was here. He communicated everything. And that's how you're supposed to do business.
It's nothing personal. It's just about handling your business and covering your ass. If you're going to be late, let a person know you're late. But don't be late because opportunity ain't going to wait for you.
Exactly.
When it comes, you got to be ready. When you got to kick that door in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do.
CP3, you seen when I was on True Radio. You know what used to happen. You show up late, you get a 10-second interview.
No bullshit.
Hi, what's your name? Oh, when your mixtape coming out? All right, you gone.
Plenty of folks that got short. They thought they was going to be on for 20, 30 minutes. Nigga, you got here late. You lucky we put you on anyway.
Yeah.
You're going to be a man of our word. We're going to give you an interview, but it's not going to be an interview you think you did.
I did one interview with Nick Haynes, sent me his music. I was like, yo, email me your music. And this dude bought it on the flash drive. I was like, I told him in the place, I was like, we would be able to play this. Actually, GOP told him. He said, I really want to hear your music, but unfortunately, 151 is not going to play it because you have it on the flash drive, and he probably told you to email it. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, okay. Now that we know. So next time, and the thing about it was a dude who complained about at the end of the show why his artist didn't win. And now I know why your artist didn't win because y'all are not fucking serious.
Not prepared. You say reading is fundamental.
Riff. See, when you're young, you don't know what riff is. It used to be this commercial, and they be like riff, and it's like reading is fundamental. And a lot of y'all niggas can't read. All right, what's going on, Warfare J? What's up with you?
What's up, man? I just been working on this new album with SGMB Jug. So we've been working on that for 2 years now. So it's about finished. So by the end of May, it should be done. But if not in May, June for sure. But I'm pushing for May. So it's done, though. We just getting the album work done. And I mean, not the album, the artwork, sorry. But everything's mostly finished. I mixed it and mastered it all myself.
Okay. So the one thing I said this about Jay. So when he comes, when I come with Renegade through these shows and stuff like that, I usually take pictures and stuff like that. So he does have a person that does take pictures for him, and he does mix his own music and stuff like that. So he's 90% ahead of a lot of niggas in the DMV because some of y'all niggas are still using YouTube beats, and then y'all complain why y'all shit don't sound right. And he does have videos out and his music's on Spotify, and they have done good numbers. So, he's a lot ahead of the game. Actually, he knows Black Ghost too.
Oh, okay.
So we all come from the same. We come from the same collective because there's only certain people I deal with like that.
No doubt.
And even when he was in Miami, he was like, "Yo, the project's almost finished. I want to come on the show."
Yeah.
But one thing he did, he didn't be like, "Yo, you my man. I just want to come on the show." He was like, "Yo, the project's almost done, so let's get on it. I'm ready now." Definitely. So tell everybody about you, and then I want to get into how'd you get your name and stuff like that.
You want me to start with that first? How I got my name?
Let's go.
All right, so we was in class, and my first, people don't know this, but some people probably do. My first rap name was Young Killer Lee, 23.
That's a long ass name.
But it was easy to rhyme with. Young Killer Lee 23. It was easy to
rhyme with. I got you.
Yep, my middle name is Lee. And Young Killer, because I was always killing the beats, basically. But I got my rap name we was in school, and I was always good at Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. By that time, Modern Warfare 2 was out. And I swear by that time, I was the best at Modern Warfare 2. And if you remember, it was this gun called the UMP-45. But anyway, I got the name Warfare. So I took Warfare and then J and then Warfare J. My name Jesse, so Warfare J. That's where I got the Warfare from.
Okay. All right, cool. How long have you been doing this?
I think it's been about like 10 years now, if I'm not mistaken. 10 years.
I can feel. You know the funny thing is I can feel him on the long name thing because my original rap, not my original, one of my rap names, like everybody says 151 or 151, but my actual rap name when I was rapping in the game was actually 151 The Apocalypse. That's just longer than my government. But I never say it, but you know, it was like, but that was my whole name. I never said that shit because it was long. Either it'd be 151 or I say The Apocalypse, you know. I would break it apart, but that was like my whole name. I was like, yeah, that's a lot of syllables.
Fit that in 16.
Nigga, that is 16. CP3, you got a question, dog?
As I always tell most of our guests to come on, I don't really follow independent music a lot. I'm an old school hip hop head. I really don't listen much beyond 2005.
Okay.
So when I do, I get most of my independent music exposure on this show. So I always ask the artists, always, what inspired you to get into the game and to think that you could stand out and get your voice heard in the game? And what inspired you to take this 10-year journey you're on right now?
Well, what inspired me was, when I was growing up, my dad was in the go-go. He actually played for EU.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But me personally, I don't really like go-go. I don't listen to it. It's kind of dumb to me, but I know people hate me for that, but I just don't like
Hold
it.
up. We need to pause for a moment. I'm sorry.
Now,
I'm an old BYB, NEG junkie. I love it.
So I'm gonna tell you like this, though. I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel what he's saying.
But you're from New York, so I understand it. But this is homegrown here.
But here's the thing, though. When at a particular time in life, not all go-go people do this, but there's a lot of go people that do. So there's a lot of go-go people that shit on hip hop. So you be talking hip hop stuff, and then they look at you like you speaking a foreign language when go-go really is nothing more than just a cousin to hip hop.
I can agree with that.
So
those pure go-go heads, yeah, I never.
But the thing is, if I give your music a chance to, and then here's the thing, as an artist, I'm trying to do my thing, and then you be like, oh well, go-go makes your song better, but I don't listen to go-go. So automatically you just shitted on me. So my attitude is gonna be like, yo, I grew up with NWA. Fuck everything else. So, but I understand why he feels that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I'm an old school go-go head. So
I understand.
My little brother played for the What Band, 808. So yeah.
You got the man in his feelings, dog.
Wow, I was like, bag in the first question. Yeah.
First you had him, now you have him. Like, my father played for EU. He was like, yes. He's like, but I don't fuck with go-go. He was like, no. You broke this nigga heart live on the air.
It's so good. We off to a great start that it just said.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It's all good, man. Different strokes for different folks.
Hope Sugar Bear ain't listening.
Real talk though, Sugar Bear actually was a teacher at T.C. Williams after I graduated though. Nigga, I'm old.
We old.
You got anything else?
No, I'm anxious to hear something new. Like I said, I like to listen to the stuff that comes on because we always gonna break it down and critique it and let know what's really good.
Okay.
So we're gonna play this music in a little bit. I got a couple more questions though.
Okay.
But always when we do this, there's somebody that wants to jump on my post, jump in my inbox, and be like, I sent you music.
Never fails.
If your ass has weak feelings, do not send me music because I will critique your shit live on the air. And if your shit is not hot, I'm going to tell you your shit is not hot. Understand something, though. I've been doing this. If you're 20, I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. Yeah, when you was just in your daddy's nutsack. You was almost in his sock. That was nice.
Lucky Bomb was available that night.
You know, you was one drop away from being in a sock. But I've been doing it, so if I tell you your stuff is not mastered right or it's not mixed right, the first reply is I'm hating. And the reality is on what? You email me your track on my show, and why would I have to hate? So, because when we start playing this music, we talking, there's going to be some people, because, you know, they're going to be, oh, well, I want to send, oh, you know what? They can't really send it because I don't have the address up. But some people will still send it up.
Yeah.
And they'll send the music, and they'll be like, oh, well, I want to get my song played. You ain't even shared the show yet, but you want your song played. And then when we do play your song, and then when I critique it, they be like, oh, you a hater. Oh, you just hating on my music.
No, your track's up.
No, half y'all niggas can't even spell hate. Hooked on phonics.
We've had a couple of folks that got a little upset when we broke down their track. But if you can't take criticism, then you're in the wrong game, because everyone isn't going to like your stuff. Some people aren't going to like it. They're going to have some ideas that might make you better. That's a good thing.
Well, the thing is, too, I told a young man, and he was cool. I told him straight up, though, your track wasn't mixed right. Like, I want to play your track, and I listen to it, and I think it's a good song, but it wasn't mixed. Have a better mix. And this is the thing, and we can talk about this real quick. So, production-wise, how do you, because you do mixing and mastering.
Right.
So, you familiar, because our people, George does the Titan Arts Awards. And I will never forget this. We was doing auditions for the Titan Arts Awards. And a kid came to me and was like, yo, we played this stuff. And he was like, well, maybe it's your speakers. I was like, dog, I run an internet radio show 5 days out the week. These speakers are actually, I said, you know what monitor speakers are? He was like, nah. I was like, it's the speakers you use in the studio. I was like, it ain't the speakers. This is a rough draft. You mix this shit on your phone. He was like, yeah, you're right. Like, how important is it to get that good mix?
It's very important, because if you got a bad mix, it can mess up the song. Like, the song can be good.
Say that part again in slow motion, because a lot of these niggas need to, yo, DMV, y'all need to hear this shit.
If the song can be good, but if you got a bad mix, it's gonna mess up the whole song. So you gotta make sure you get the mix properly. You gotta get the levels correct. Make sure that, you know, the vocals, everything's sitting either on top of the beat or in the middle. But you don't want anything, you know, bleeding through the speakers or have anything, you know, oversaturated. You want to have everything perfectly fit.
Definitely. Yo, CP3, ask a question, because I gotta step aside and answer a work question.
It never fails, though.
Yo, I really think my job be like, yo, this nigga's on the air, I'm gonna text him
If
something.
you just all right, I'm about to fuck with it right now. So okay, we're gonna delve into this anti-go-go sentiment a little bit.
Okay.
So growing up with your dad being in the go-go scene, and basically I know you probably growing up around it.
Mm-hmm.
What didn't click for you?
Like, you gotta be mad again, because go-go is basically they taking the songs they hear already sometimes, most of it, and they just, you know, basically doing a cover.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, I'm not speaking to the lyrical aspect of it. I'm speaking as to the musical aspect.
It sounds like trash can music.
You reminded me of my dad. Oh man, you reminded me of my dad. Man, to me, go-go. Oh my goodness. Going up in the go-go scene, going to the club, and feeling that 808, and the crowd get hyped, and the young ladies start throwing certain parts of their body all over the place. It's to me, it's a whole different experience.
You don't stop reminiscing.
I'm just
This
saying,
is not
brother,
a Mary J. Blige song.
I'm just saying, bro. You know, you gotta think about the good times. That's why I'm like, man, how could you not like go-go with all the stuff that, you know, all the positive things that can come off of go-go? You know, it's.
My first go-go was at the club in Birmingham, so they don't know nothing.
Well, I mean, you know, the thing about it is, too, is this, I didn't understand go-go until I went to a go-go.
Exactly.
So I didn't go to a go-go until I was like grown, though. So Like, you know, that was because it wasn't my thing.
It's a whole different experience.
And it's a whole different experience about the feel of how the music makes people feel. So it was different when seeing it live versus hearing it. Because hearing it, I'm gonna tell you like this: a lot of the niggas from New York, we call that shit pots and pans.
Like I said, my dad called
don't you ain't open the calls.
My thing is, you know, go-go is just, like you said, going there. The same thing I tell my boys about hockey. I'm a diehard hockey fan. Most of my boys don't.
But you don't like basketball.
I like basketball. I just don't like the current NBA and how soft it is, so I refuse to watch it. But I tell my boys the same thing. Once you go to a live game, you're going to be hooked because it's getting in the atmosphere and being around other folks that love it too. It's going to suck you in. So
and then the fact you a thug.
I mean, you know, a good fight every now and again. You just got to get their frustrations out sometimes. You know, holding up that stuff is bad for your soul, man. You sometimes just got to knock a nigga out. Man.
You know, we at the bar. We do not promote the same thing CP3 promotes.
That's why the world is the way it is right now. Because people holding a lot of shit. Sometimes you just gotta say, you know what, shut the fuck up. If they don't, just punch them in their mouth. And they understand.
Okay, I can go with the first part. I don't really have to punch people in their mouth though, dog.
It depends on what they say.
Oh Lord, of course, a nigga named Warfare J would say some shit like that. Oh yeah, sometimes you got to.
That's the reality of life right now.
Damn, when I'm the most peaceful person in this room is wrong.
Lady Antoinette, hurry up and heal up. You're starting to lose the balance of the show. You might come back and might be Gats at the bar, man. Who knows?
Ah, shit. Come next week, Gats at the bar. Same time, new name of the show. Instead of bottles, we're gonna have like clips and bullets on here.
40 up here.
Damn, how many guns you got? Damn,
I got
Rambo.
2 legal ones, man.
Nigga,
Never know.
Black Bow. Back to our guest and please don't get corrupted by CP3 and his Dogs of War stories. One of my favorite questions is, what is your Mount Rushmore hip hop?
Right now, I look up to Kendrick Lamar
Okay.
most right now. So I just want to try to be in his position of how he's always helping the community and the way he talk about what's going on in his life or what he's seen. That's how I try to put that into my perspective of music and then what's going on in my life and my music.
Okay. Who else? I mean, Mount Rushmore, we got 5.
Okay, we got J. Cole. He's another person.
You thought it was gonna be easy. You thought you was gonna name one nigga and be like, "Oh, I'm done." Nah.
I like J. Cole. I like J. Cole a lot. For real, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I like King Los, if you heard of him.
Yeah.
King Los is nice. It's not too many people. Corey Guns, if you remember him. But
yeah.
If you want to go back to the reason really why I started rapping is because of Short Dog. If you remember Short Dog, he was with Young Money.
I don't remember him.
See, you probably don't remember him, but he was probably one of the nicest ones in Young Money, but he changed his name to Fresh now. He's the reason why I started rapping. His first mixtape dropped. Well, I don't remember his first mixtape, but it was a mixtape called The Adventures of Drakenstein. And that mixtape is the reason why I started rapping, really.
Oh,
Short Dog. So I look up to him a lot. Like, he's out of Kendrick Lamar and Short Dog is number 1, but Kendrick Lamar is my number 2.
Okay, all right. Which Kendrick Lamar album do you like the most?
I'm gonna say Section 80 or To Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly was a great ass album. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was vicious. That shit was vicious. You shaking your head. You don't even...
I haven't even listened to it. I told you I tried to get into Kendrick and J. Cole because I heard those are the 2 most lyrically sound folks out there. I think it's just a mental block from 2005. I can't, even though I feel what they're saying, I can't get into it for some reason.
Oh, you know why? Because they're not killing or people or. Your mindset is UGK, 8 Ball, MJG. If it has something to do with pimping, slapping, or guns.
You might have a point there. That might have.
Because them niggas don't rhyme about none of that shit. That's like I can't really get into niggas.
That might have something to do with it.
There's a lot to do with it.
The UGK, they bought this bitch. It's like, oh my God, so you're right.
I bet you didn't have sex or 8 Ball MGG. I bet you had more sex to an 8 Ball to a UGK album than to an R&B album. Yes.
That's foreplay, dog. That's foreplay, dog. Because some females, they like to hear
Exactly. You heard what he said? He said, yeah, that's right. Welcome to the 151 Black Psychic Connection Network. I can just guess random nigga shit.
R&B is cool every now and again when you try to set the mood. That first time, that's cool. But when y'all, cool, and sometimes you need that, put your mouth on it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need that.
Warfare J, don't take none of this shit back with you.
I'm just being real, dog. Sometimes you got to, man. And they like that.
You got to?
Because they like it so. Rest in peace, Pimp C, baby. I told you, man.
You know, we gonna pray for you. This show's on a Sunday for a reason. My God. Lady Antoinette, you need to call in or you need to be here. You need to get well soon. Because he is out of control. He is up here. I'm shaking my head. I don't know what to say. So Warfare J has won a lot of contests. We was in Philly about 2 years ago. They shut the shit down. And he's one of those people that he shares. He's a dope artist by himself, but he also brings other people up. How did you develop that nature? Because a lot of niggas don't. Because a lot of niggas don't want to do that.
Like Valentine Love.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I met Valentine Love at the Red Lounge in DC.
I know the Red Lounge. Yeah.
So they were doing like an open mic night, and after I performed, I was performing with one of my friends named Tizay. I don't know. He's actually on one of the songs that I sent you today.
Okay.
But it was me and Tizay. We performed the song, and I also performed my song "Dream." You remember that song "Dream" about Martin Luther King that I made? I don't know if I sent it to you or not.
You did not send that one to me.
Okay. Well, I think I did perform that song at Red Lounge, and after that performance, she actually came up to me and said, out of all the artists that was here, the only thing they was talking about was killing and drugs and all that. And me personally, I don't drink, I don't smoke at all.
I know he's at a song. He's at a radio podcast called At the Bar. This nigga don't drink not a damn thing. I got Pepsi. You want a Pepsi?
Nah, I'm good.
I got Sprite. I got a clean Sprite. We gotta specify that. Because other niggas got dirty Sprite.
I think that's the
first. But basically, after I did that song, she just told me out of all the artists that she heard, I was the one that was actually speaking about something real in my life, and the only thing that was coming, that was real. So she actually gave me her number. We actually linked up probably like a week after, and we made a couple songs.
Okay, all right. How did you develop the mentality though of, like I said, a lot of people don't want to share the spotlight?
Well, I mean, if I feel that there's chemistry, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna work with everybody, but the people, if I see, put it like this, if I hear your music and I see that there's potential there and you have good music, I will work with you. But if I hear your music is just like everyone else is, talking about nonsense, or if I feel that you're lying or something, I mean, I ain't gonna work with you. I probably do a song with you, but I'm not gonna continue the relationship further, to probably make a joint album or something like that.
Okay. Cool. You got a question, CPD, or you just waiting on the music?
You say about collaborations, that you have to feel the music and feel that they have, something to say.
Exactly.
I applaud that, because that's one of the reasons why I have a hard time listening to current so-called hip-hop, because they really don't have nothing to say.
That is not true. There's a lot of people that have something to say, Stevie.
I know, just like in our day, most of the positive stuff, got pushed away, so I understand that. Mm-hmm. But what in you makes you want to go that direction instead of the status quo of everyone else?
You mean staying solo, being driving the J. Cole status?
Yeah, you're probably doing positive things that are actually going on in your life, and not just rapping about the nonsense.
What's your question again? I'm sorry.
What inspires you to do that and not just be one of the status quo rappers? What makes you want to go to that level?
I was just basically just being myself, because I just try to be myself always. I talk about what's going on in my life, what I've seen, what I heard, what I've been around. I'm not going to lie in my rap. So if I say something about a gun in my life, That's because I've been around a gun. I go hunting with my dad. We actually eat deer, squirrel, rabbit. So I carried a gun, and I never.
You have been until you said rabbit. No, she said squirrel.
Squirrel.
I probably could have did the rabbit.
Okay.
I probably could have did the rabbit.
Yeah, I did rabbit.
I can't do the squirrel though.
I heard squirrel. All right, I haven't had squirrel though, man. Next time y'all come, y'all gotta bring some squirrel. We'll throw some on the grill. Don't throw some on the grill, dog.
Squirrel?
It's good. It's
No,
good.
You eat it once, you eat it again, bro.
First off, I'm outvoted. That ain't even right.
We can throw some squirrel on the grill, bro. Call it a day, man. I heard it.
And you just want to excuse the grill.
Shit, no, man. Shit. It ain't nothing to us, man.
You want to mess up my child. I like Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Fuck that little hyperactive ass, man. Everybody call the street calls and accidents and shit.
All right, back to our cast.
Talk about what's just going on in my life, what I've been through. So that's all. I just keep it real.
That's good, man. That's good. I can't wait to hear your track.
Pretty good.
Before I get to the tracks. To his point, what he was saying, we was in Philly, and so the song that won that night was Best Friend. And there was a lot. We came different, but it was some Philly dudes, and I love Philly. Philly's a great hip hop town, but there was a lot of gangster and trap and all this other stuff. And one of the standout, the song that actually won that night, and it was judged by my man from 1122 Studios, and then the other guy from he up in New York. He's a producer. He's produced industry artists as well. So it was judged by them, and so I think one more person. I can't remember the other person. He must not be important. He must not, because I don't remember him.
Because it was a tie, so we had to do a tiebreaker song.
Yeah. But the standout song was a song about best friends and positivity and partying with your best friend versus a trap nigga song. And when you creatively different, it shows.
Yeah.
So I think that's the one thing about it. Like, because the first time I seen him perform it, and it's my fault, I take the blame for that. He didn't get to have he didn't get to get the full performance because he didn't have the people, because DMV niggas was being DMV niggas. Y'all need to be better rappers and better performers and learn to show up on time and stop watching other people's shit and worry about your shit. But so I didn't get to see the full effect till almost a year and a half later to actually see them do it. And when you see the whole mixture of it, it's something good. And watching I judge a song by a crowd reaction. Even if you don't like the song, but if the crowd loves that song, that's what you need to judge the song.
Yeah.
Because if you're going off your personal appearance, nah, it don't work like that. Your personal preference. But if the crowd reacts to that song and the crowd is loving it, that shit's a hit. The crowd reacted to him. The crowd was loving that shit. And it is what it is. You gotta admire that.
Yeah. That's
So,
what it's all about.
I think when you to be different and to dare to be different. You don't know. When we go to these shows, it's 8,010,858 trap rappers.
Exactly.
By the time you leave that show, I want to buy a gun. Or I will bet you, I want to get a tank top. I want to get a white beater. You know about the white beater. You got them. You got a whole collection of those. White beater shorts and a Glock. And I was gonna walk around and be like, "Yo, who want beef?" For no reason. Because it's just all that you hear. Because it's all the different.
Because it's easy to rap that. Like I said, to rap about positivity, what's actually going on in your life. It's some real shit that most folks can't handle.
So the funny thing is, when Renegade performs Money, most people remember Money because it's the only fucking song that ain't about guns that day. Also, too, they show a lot of love. So when Renegade does Money and stuff like that, they always go to the stage and they always, they always support because it's always in the network. What up, Cruel Intention? He said, "Who won what?" Of course, I'm sitting next to Gunman number 2. He about to be Gun Salesman number 2. But they always show a lot of love because, we all bonded together and stuff. Over different stuff.
Yeah, the ultimate goal is to move the crowd, like Rocket
Definitely.
said. So if you got it doesn't matter.
And a lot of dudes can't. A lot of dudes don't know, and I'm sorry because we went to Miami. A lot of dudes don't know. They picked the wrong songs to perform in crowds. Not every song you make is, and he can tell you this as a producer.
It's not a performance song.
Say it again.
It gotta be like a performance song. Like when you go to clubs and stuff, try to make sure you got like a party type hype song that'll get something, you know, like the crowd moving. You don't want to perform something, you know, that's not gonna get the crowd moving. That'll just don't perform something. Basically, I'm saying when you go to perform, don't perform something that they really gotta listen to what you're saying. Like if you're saying something real, they gonna be sitting there listening. But when you go to a club, you want people dancing or something like that. So
know your environment.
Party song,
like you gotta know your environment. Like at some clubs, you can get away with some things.
Exactly.
So when you go, if you go to Cali, Miami, or like in New York, in Philly, you could perform a non-club song because they're listening to your lyrics.
Exactly. Yep.
But if you go to other places, nigga, they want to hear the beat, the hook, and they want to party.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta remember that.
Party and bullshit. That's that real right there. Yeah, you gotta get the club jumping. I've been in a couple situations where they try to do an introspective, deep song and lost the crowd. It wasn't pretty at all. Yeah.
Actually, okay, what's the other dude that you sent me? I see.
It's on me?
Yeah.
I sent you Homicide and D'Angelo Russell.
All right, which one you want first?
You can play D'Angelo Russell first.
Who the hell is D'Angelo Russell?
You know who D'Angelo Russell is. Stop. Stop.
Shit, no. This bitch hard.
Oh yeah, Maj. This the one right here.
I'm sorry.
Nigga, I came from the struggle, came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle, to get where I'm at, it took muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Nigga, I came from the struggle, came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle, to get where I'm at, it took muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Gotta stick to the code, balance my high with my lows. Niggas gon' hate, I suppose, but when you the best, you the GOAT. I guess that's just how this shit goes. D'Angelo Russell, the ice in my veins, embedded in my flows. My heart is cold, can't trust these niggas, not even these hoes. So I keep a poach just in case you want gold. But what do you know? I am the best in this bit. I'm really getting tired of addressing that shit. I'm at the top of the crust where I sit. The flows are too lit, yeah, you know I'm legit. Every song drop is a hit, I don't miss. I don't play no stop until I'm in the dish. Put me on your track, you won't even exist. Just like Rich on me, I keep going in. Soon I get the flow and no need to punch in. Once I lock in, then I'm gone with the win. I'm like a wizard when I grab the pen. Put words together, I'm making them blend. I always knew that one day I would win. Oh, you thought different, they go think again. They counted me out, even some of them can. Just like a flow, they just let it sink in. I don't got time for amends. I'm trying to buy me a Benz. Get me a house on the hill, I got time for no friends. They say I'm setting the trend. Vision mapped out, I don't need me a lens. Say what you want, I just grin. I know that you hating, there's love on the end. No need to pretend. See that I'm up, now you wanna be my friend. But it's too late, cause you wasn't back then. Came from the struggle, came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle, to get where I'm at, it took muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to. Nigga, I came from the struggle, came from the dirt like a puddle. Had to work hard, had to hustle, to get where I'm at, it took muscle. Ice in my veins, D'Angelo Russell. Niggas gon' hate and some niggas gon' love you. Why would you think I would trust you? But now I'm the one they look up to.
Hop on the beat, then I body this shit, cause the ice in my veins got a young nigga cold. Catch on you niggas and none of you hoes. When money involved, they gon' switch up they roll. Give me a poke, cause I heard niggas plotting. Shooters on go, cause I know they been watched. Move out the move, I know they gon' cop. All in the paint, like who gon' stop? I'm at the top of the shit, I ball like Jordan, don't need no assist. The jumper too wet with the flick of a wrist. Jug on the song, so you know it's a hit. Pass me the ball, then you know it's a win. Hard in the paint, I'ma keep going in. Feel like the greatest, I'ma keep going in. I'ma keep it going in. How can I lose? I was destined for this. The floor is too cold, yeah, I'm destined to win. Flew off the top, I don't need me a pen. The love is too fake, I don't need me no friend. Chasing the bag, trying to count up the dead. They say that it's hate, but it's love in the end. Murder the beat, then I hop in the bench. Murder the beat, then I'm gone in the wind.
Okay. And cut the song off too early. And he didn't get mad, he didn't spaz. What he did was he continued to perform. You know, that's something as a like. There's a lot of dudes that be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" and want to argue on stage in the middle. And we had a packed club that night, and we had to be out there at a certain time because fucking spring breakers, I hate you. I couldn't even go to Wet Willie's in Miami because of y'all bastards. Curfew shut down at 8 o'clock. You little damn college brats. Fucked up my Miami trip. But yeah.
8 o'clock, nigga?
8 o'clock. Nigga, you couldn't even eat at 8 o'clock on the strip. You had to go outside the strip to get anywhere after that. Man, I swear, if I see somebody with like a collar shirt on, they getting clothesline off the.
RKO.
Yeah, they might get that too in the DDT, but he kept it professional and he didn't argue with the DJ on stage. And he just like performed. You gotta have that mentality, like real talk, because if you trying to build your craft and if you acting like a nigga on stage, I already don't want to do business with you. I don't. So you may mess up a future collaboration in your city, in a different city, because you acting like a nigga. So I commend you for that because there's a lot of people that want to be able to do that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank
You know, and when we talked afterwards, you said, did you notice? I said, yeah, and he was like, yeah. I said, but you kept going, and you was like, yeah. That's how you handle a situation like that. You know. So before I play this other song, I need you to give me 5 do's and 5 don'ts of the industry that you've learned so far.
5 do's
and 5 don'ts.
5 do's. I say make sure if you getting YouTube beats, pay for them, get the lease.
Say that shit again in slow motion.
If you're doing songs on a YouTube beat, make sure you get the lease. Leases don't cost that much, probably like $25, $30. Like no higher than that. Now, if you want the exclusive, that's when it's like $500 to $1,000 or more. But you can get the lease and still make money off the lease. So just make sure you read the contract, make sure what it say. But all leases, you can still get paid on the leases. So that's number one. Make sure you pay for the lease. Another do is.
And by the way, no one has said that by when we do this question. That's the first person that actually gave that answer, and that shit's real. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Make sure your music is mastered. You know, make sure your music is mastered. That's number 2. Number 3, make sure if you have music that's ready for the radio, also have a radio edit of it.
Yes.
Let me see. Number 4, don't be afraid to ask for help. You know, actual people, you know, that you see that's bigger than you. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
That's a good one.
And number 5, I say, let me see. Just invest on your craft. Like if you really trying to be a rapper or whatever you're trying to do, like you gotta put money into it. It's not gonna come for free. So you gotta, come out of pocket some kind of way. So just invest in yourself.
That's probably one of the most important things that being said, because a lot of people think they're gonna get success for free. It ain't gonna happen for free. If you can't put money behind yourself, how do you expect other people to put money behind you?
And I say my first don't is, just like you said, don't spaz out if you're in the club and the DJ, accidentally, mess up your song. Just try to keep going with that. That's number one. Number two, let me see what's another don't. Kind of crazy. I don't really have any don'ts. I say don't lie in your music, but you know people do it anyway. But don't lie in your music.
Niggas been doing that since the 70s. Niggas been doing that for the 70s.
Stop niggas from lying in songs.
You ain't gonna, nigga, R&B artists lie. Talking about baby making music, these niggas gay. I was. But go ahead.
Don't take constructive criticism in a bad way. They just trying. Some people are really trying to help. And
we have that problem all the time here.
All the time. Number four. Don't believe everything you see. Like, don't believe everything you see. Like, don't try to, like, if someone tell you, oh, I'm ready to sign you, just offer me up like $1,000. I don't believe it. Like, it's not real. Because I done got scammed before.
And we all have.
Yeah. And I think that's it for me. I only got 4. I can't really think of
That's
any
good. That's
don'ts.
good.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That is cool. That's cool. You got anything, CP3? Or you just want me to play the next song? What you want to wait until I play the next song?
Yeah, let's go ahead and play the next one. I felt the first joint. First joint was nice. Let's go the second joint.
Okay. Now the second joint, this SG and me, Judge, me, and my friend Tizay. This gonna be on the album. It's called Broke the Silence. Like I said, it's coming out in May, either the end of May or the first week of June.
No, you should enjoy this one. It has your favorite word in it. Homicide.
Yeah.
Second favorite word.
Paying homage to YNW Melly. He's in jail right now.
Joe man, Joe baby, gang gang. Shout out my motherfucking bros, man. What it do? Some shit I need to get on my chest though. For all you fuck niggas. All my niggas solid, we ain't switching sides. Keep that glizzy on my hip, ain't got time for no fuck, nigga. Then bro, just tryna run it up, nigga. If it's up, then you know it's stuck, nigga. If you ain't the gang, I can't fuck. Fell one of mine, then we slide. Swear finna be a homicide. Feel like that boy Melly, I got murder on my mind. Feel like that boy Melly, I got murder on my mind. Hey, big bro keep on telling me to go harder. Not to mention I just lost my OG. I can't even get no sleep. Mama keep on telling me to stay up out the streets, but I'm just trying to make a way. Probably kill me if they see me in that rape. Fuck it, load the Glock, cause my heart full of rage. I might spin a nigga block and let them feel my pain. Remember all the nights that they left me in the rain, and nobody feel my pain. And my mama fed up about the bills, and I just put 100 in that chopper. So stop it with the nonsense. My shooter got no conscience. He'll kill you like it's nothing, turn nothing into something. Tryna ride the wave, cause they say we on to something. Yeah, they tryna ride the wave, cause they see we on to something, turn nothing into something. I swear I ain't had no option. All my niggas solid, we ain't switching sides. Keep that glizzy on my hip, ain't got time for no fuck, nigga. Then bro, just tryna run it up, nigga. If it's up, then you know it's stuck, nigga. If you ain't the gang, I can't fuck. Fell one of mine, then we slide. Swear finna be a homicide. Feel like that boy Melly, I got murder on my mind. Feel like that boy Melly, I got murder on my mind.
I can't lie, man, I'm really feeling stressed out. I'm overlooked and that shit got me feeling left out. Even when I drop a classic, y'all still ain't impressed how. Still I'm gonna keep my head up, sticking my chest out. Mama just retired, I know she heard to keep it real. See the pain rate in her rise every time she look at a bill. So every single song I'm going in, I gotta kill. When I write, pour my heart into the page and let it spill. Look in my eyes, you see the guilt out of this, I should rob it still. Got a chip right on my shoulder, there's a weight and there's a will. Got these demons in my head telling me to go pop a seal. Niggas keep on testing me like they don't know I keep it still. Even if you hate and swear to God, no, you gon' feel me. Niggas want my spot and take it, you gon' have to kill me. Never been a fake, no matter what, you get the real me. Never been a fake, no matter what, you get the real me.
All my niggas solid, we ain't switching sides. Keep that glizzy on my hip, ain't got time for no fuck, nigga. Then bro, just tryna run it up, nigga. If it's up, then you know it's stuck, nigga. If you ain't the gang, I can't fuck with you. Fell one of mine, then we slide. Swear finna be a homicide. got murder on my mind. Feel like that boy Melly, I got murder on my mind.
Feel like that boy Melly, I got murder on my mind. Lonely nights on the floor, I can't stop myself from crying. Probably sipping on some wine. Devil talking in my ear, I guess he's trying to block my grind. Told him you can't dim my light because you know I gotta shine. Allah gave me a sign. Alhamdulillah. And he the only reason that I made it this far. And Shawty wanna fuck me cause she know I'm a star. Have you ever stood on all 10 with a broken heart? I would tell you how it feel, but I don't really know where to start. I can't really trust that bitch cause they don't really play their part. And I'm not gonna say all, so it's me you have to pardon. Got 'em watching my moves, I step back like James Harden. Put your hands on me, they gon' slide with that carbon. Put your hands on me, they gon' slide with that carbon. They gon' slide with that carbon.
All my niggas solid, we ain't switching sides. Keep that glizzy on my hip, ain't got time for no fuck, nigga. Damn, bro, just tryna run it up, nigga. If it's up, then you know it's stuff, nigga. If you ain't the gang, I can't fuck. I can't play with one of mine, then we slide. Swift in a bill, homicide. Feel like that boy Melly, I got murder on my mind. Feel like that boy Melly, I got murder on my mind. Hey, if you ain't the gang, then move around, cause I can't fuck with you. Trust issue, I can't trust bitches claim that they love you, probably fucking on the team. I was broke as a bitch, tried to treat me like a lame. Now I'm in the fast lane, but like 20 on my chain and like 30 on my wrist. You can't tell me ain't shit. Tryna see my whole team ball, so I pass for the assist. Tryna see my whole team ball, so I pass for the assist. If I got it, then you got it, I ain't tripping. If you say we brothers cannot fall out over bitches, I gotta keep my distance. They tryna catch me slipping, gotta stay up on my pivot. I gotta pay attention. Yeah, they tryna catch me slipping. So I gotta pay attention, gotta stay up on my pivot. Cause I know them niggas envy me. And I can tell by their energy. And I can tell by their energy. That these niggas, that they envy me. And I'm just tryna run it up. And I'm just tryna run it up.
Are these songs on any digital platforms right now?
Not yet. Like I said, those two songs, those gonna be on the album. So
Okay.
next month you'll have them for sure.
Okay, because I got no, because my homeboy Cruel Intention is the DJ. He was asking about them. So Cruel, when they come out, I'm seeing the names of the songs, but when they come out, because he actually supports independent artists. So not only he's gonna listen to your music, he's actually gonna download it and stuff like that.
Okay.
So when they come out, Cruel, I'm seeing the names in your DM, and when they come out, you'll be able to look them up and stuff like that.
I think I lied. Homicide is on Apple and stuff right now. So
Is it?
that song that just played, that one is on Apple, but D'Angelo.
Is it only on Apple or is it on all
It's
this?
on everything.
It's on everything
So
because
Homicide is on
because he does so the one called Homicide, it's on all digital platforms because he usually downloads off of Amazon.
Okay, yeah, it's on there too.
Okay, all right, cool. So that's how we do. CP3, what you got, son?
Those two tracks was definitely
Yeah, you felt that Homicide. You was about to put your gun to it, wasn't you? I know, nigga. I could see it in your eyes.
different.
I could see it in your eyes. You love them.
Homicide did make me want to go smack a nigga with the
See, I told you.
Sometimes you just get in that mood. You just gotta smack a nigga, man. But both
Nigga,
of
you wake up in that mood.
that means somebody pissed me off before I went to bed. Nah,
down my alley.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, both of the joints. I one thing I can say is listening to you is like you're painting a picture. And yeah, if you could do that lyrically, you already steps ahead of the game. So all I can say is, man, both of them was bangers. I can see myself riding around listening to the joint, with a chick in the car with a fat backwood, chilling, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely feeling that vibe. So I'm definitely gonna check out some of your music going forward.
Okay.
So you just so violent.
Man, I had a rough life, dog.
Yeah, okay. So here's the thing I noticed, as an artist, how hard is it to remain sober?
Not hard at all.
Because the funny thing is I always had was, when I was rapping, I had niggas who used to swear I smoked. I was in a cypher one day, and a dude was like, dog, but I passed you the blunt. I said, yeah. I said, I don't smoke. I'm not afraid to touch a blunt. I just pass it to the next nigga. He was like, what? How can you pass a blunt and don't smoke like this? It's a one-step motion. I mean, but it you know, yeah, even CP3 said, yeah, he can see the homicide which was talking to you. But people just get it twisted as an artist. You don't always have to drink. You don't always have to smoke or anything like that.
I mean, I be around, like, most of the people I be around, they do it.
They do it, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not, it's just not for me. I just don't see it. It's not going to boost me. It's not going to do nothing for me.
It's the fun. I used to have dudes argue me down. They'd be like, yo, you know, if you smoke, you can rhyme better. I was like, nigga, you can't rhyme me no way. How about that? Let's just stop right there. Like, can you get a nigga right now at the particular time to out-rhyme me that I can't freestyle and just murder? They was like, no. I was like, nigga, I don't need to do anything. Yeah. Like, you drunk trying to tell me what I need to do sober. Think about that. Mm-hmm. Then go home.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, there's some people who smoke and they do, I don't know how, but they do become better.
What it is they become calm and they can actually...
Yeah, exactly.
Freestyle, so I'm an old nigga, so I'm gonna tell you like this. When I say freestyle, it's actual freestyle, not a written stuff.
Exactly.
Freestyling is a feeling. Mm-hmm. It's a feel. So when you go on the top of your dome and when you start to think, that's how niggas start to fuck up. Mm-hmm. So when people get high, it's the feeling of they can just flow without thinking.
Right.
And that's how freestyle is supposed to be. Mm-hmm. However, my philosophy is I can do what I got. If you're a good driver, you don't have to be drunk to drive good. You don't have to be high to drive good.
Right.
So it's something that I've mastered doing sober.
Right.
You know?
Same.
So it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
That's just how I'm feeling about it.
Sometimes it helps.
I mean, it does. I mean, I don't say anything wrong about people that smoke. Because some people, that gets them open. Me, I could look at a cat and be like, yo, I could make a rap about that. That's just how I was growing up because I got 2 poems tattooed on my arm. Like, I'm an artist. Like, that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Because they don't drive and smoke a part of it. It's another story.
And shout out to my man Cruel Intentions because he said the same thing. He don't drink or smoke. And he was like, he remember the dude when he was freestyling or whatever, he thought he pinched his bag. Like, damn, nigga, did you smoke my shit? Let me play this joint. So I'm going to play something that you probably never heard before.
Okay.
I got a brand new Renegade joint.
Oh, okay.
And it's a Renegade joint with a feature joint. So I'll let you hear the joint.
Okay.
Hey, Lazy.
That bullshit played out. Always wanna talk now, what you wanna say now? Looking for some brown now, looking for a way out. In and out my life, you made the choice, just stay out. Yeah. You know my heart was on 10. I wasn't dependent to see the end. Can you just hit me and block out your friends? I wish it was focused like I'm on a lens. They selling you hoopty dreams, I'm in a Benz. I'm trying to go make this paper meet my ends. Understand complications of a man. Sometimes say nothing makes you understand. Seems like you never had guidance and no one had loved you, and you don't just know where to run to. Always just doubted my loyalty, loved you like royalty. I don't know where this gon' come to. If you never change, then I'm gon' have to phase out. Wanna stay the same, then I don't know why you came out. Knew when I was wrong, I don't know what to blame about. Looking at my wrongs, just trying to find a way out. That bullshit played out. Always wanna talk now, what you wanna say now? Looking for some brown now, looking for a way out. In and out my life, you made the choice, just stay out.
Yeah. Shorty, you with my little boo thing, but I can't stand the way you do things. I'm trying to slide, but you always having mood swings. Going in a circle like a merry-go. You keep on living in the past, you need to let it go. Only scared niggas like you don't believe me. I hear you telling all your friends that you don't need me. They always getting in your ear like you should leave me. Ain't mad a nigga, that's just real, look how you treat me. At first sight, I thought it was love, but you used to dealing with scrubs. Gave you everything in the bowl. Can't believe that you giving this up. I told you every little thing that I was going through. Inconsiderate, you wanna fuss and argue. I told you that I was anemic, no, you scarred too. But look at all the bullshit you put my heart through.
That bullshit played out. Always wanna talk now, what you wanna say now? Looking for some brown now, looking for a way out. In and out my life, you made the choice, just stay out. Yeah.
Let's get
I like that. I like that.
I like it because it was something different.
Yeah, it was something different.
You know,
I like do Renegade. I know I seen him. He got his own studio. He do it himself.
Renegade mixing, he do everything.
He do everything. Yeah, I like that hook. He don't know what I'm talking about. I like that phase filter he put on the hook.
Yeah, you talk too much like I was tired from that shit.
I know you know what I'm talking about if you're watching it, but that phase filter you put on the hook, that you added the ad-libs on there, I like that behind the vocals on that. So yeah, but the song is nice. Y'all need a video for that.
We working on that. We working
for that one too.
Well, that's a love song, bro.
Might gotta take another nigga out for trying to go after his girl or something. I don't know.
You know, every video can't be violent.
I'm just throwing an idea out there.
You know, something wrong with
Trying to
you.
get more acting experience. Huh?
We got a camera. We got plenty of other shit that you can do, bro.
Oh yeah, we about to get down.
Yeah, we got plenty of other shit that you can do. You know, some other people you can murder and stuff like that. So, Wolfhead J. Now comes my favorite part of the show. And CP3 loves to tell him my favorite part of the show.
And now it's time for bars at the bar.
So it can be written, it could be freestyle. I just want to hear some acapella stuff.
Okay.
Damn, that was quick. I ain't even got my phone ready yet. Give me a second, calm down. Let me get my phone ready because this is the part of the show I love. I love the energy that people project off this.
Right?
Damn, you stop rushing. All right, let's go.
Alright. Right or wrong, it ain't no switching sides. You my guy, you my ride or die. We stick together like the X, man, you get the message. Thank the Lord for all my blessings, keep me from stressing. VIP my only section, I keep a weapon. Got so many damn weapons, guess my selection. Or we could get to fighting like this hit was tagging. Me and my niggas well connected. Yeah, me and my niggas well connected. If you ever get in trouble, call my phone, I'm on the double. We just trying to get out the struggle, trying to make it out the rubble. Overlook cause we so subtle, grinding how we had to hustle. Know we got it out the muscle, got so much up on my plate, a nigga had learned how to juggle. We the last piece to the puzzle, niggas want to beat, but I don't do rebuttals. Guess you wanna tussle. That's all I got for you. That's off the album. I don't want to give y'all the whole thing.
That's enough. Your thoughts, CP3?
He spit hot fire.
Dylan. Who's the 5 hottest rappers in the world? Dylan, and Dylan.
That shit was hot, man. That shit was hot. Nice go to.
Yo, how did you wind up getting into engineering?
Because I used to like play the beat. I still do. I have like 4 phones, but what I used to do was play one beat on one phone. I used to record my music playing one beat on this phone and have the voice recorder on the other phone, and I would just play it from there. But then it was this app, the software called Mixpad, if I'm not mistaken, and it was like $100 every month. But what I did, it was a 30-day free trial if you keep making a new email.
Yeah,
so I just cheated the system, and then that's how I just got into mixing, and I just figured out how to compress, filter, EQ, and all that stuff. So I just started playing around with it.
Okay.
Yep.
So, which do you enjoy more, engineering or performing?
I'm gonna say both. I like both. I can't really decide because when I perform it, I get to see the crowd reaction of the song, and then mixing when I'm mixing the mastering, I get to feel because I'm in the session. I'm there in the feeling, so I get to feel the emotions or how I am when I was creating it. So I know the emotion behind it. So when I try to perform, I try to bring back the same emotion of that song.
Okay.
Yep.
You got something, CP3?
Nah, I'm just more interested in the engineering aspect. 'Cause I, do
Go
a
ahead.
little bit of beat making myself and just listen to some of the tracks. I haven't learned the mix and mastering part, but I was listening to him, and 151 always gives me critiques on some of my beats. He said sometimes I overcomplicate them, and I'm I like to sit back, get my mind right. I pull a 20-minute track out with 3 bridges and 2 crossovers with 3 different types of tracks in one song, just because I don't have nothing else to do.
Right, right.
And I throw different types of tempos and different types of all different types of instruments and everything. So what's a tip that you can give me besides don't overcomplicate things to help him in the beat making process to help become a better engineer or producer?
Well, to tell you the truth, you overcomplicating things is not really bad, because I do that with vocals. Some of my vocals got like 20 plugins. Plugins is effects.
Yeah.
Even though those there's a lot. Usually vocals, I say probably vocals like a verse vocal plugin that probably don't have more than like 5 or 6. But some like depending on the song. Like if you got a song with like a high tempo or a high beat, like if the not high beat but a high boost on the bass, like you gotta have like some kind of plugin that so it won't oversaturate the bass of that the beat. So by you oversaturating putting too much, it's not really a bad thing. Sometimes it is if it's like say if your levels is if it's getting crushed in the mix, and if you're in the red, you know about your metering in the red when you
I know,
EQ. If you're in the red, so you know it's bad. That's how you know you really got too much. So, but if you in the green or in the yellow is okay. But if you in the green, you perfect. You in a sweet spot. If you in the green, so you good.
Learn something new every day, baby. Appreciate that.
Well, that's the purpose of the show. We teach things, dog. We teach you things.
Reading is fundamental.
Yeah, so is drinking.
Bottle almost gone too.
Well, hopefully you won't spend $40.
Yeah, Lady Antoinette, hurry and come back so we can split this bottle between 3s and not 2s. That's how the show went off the rails last time.
Oh Lord.
It was just me and him drinking.
Oh man.
Yeah.
First of all, I told him I put 151 in, was it Maker's Mark?
And I thought it was just in his cup, not the whole fucking bottle. I didn't realize it after my 3rd cup. I lost 3 hours that night and $40. I felt good when I got home, but I don't know what happened to those 3 hours.
You know that with that $40.
I know where the 40 went. I don't know where the 3 hours went. But I made it home safe, so that's all.
All I know was I woke up in the morning and said, this nigga took a picture like, I just made it home.
I left here at 10:30. I didn't get home till 1:30. I only did 20 minutes away. Somehow I ended up in Northeast.
You know what he was doing.
Somebody else had to get used that night.
Oh Lord. So is there any besides the that one mixtape, what other hip hop album has impacted your life or your music career?
Short Dog, he got another mixtape called Southern Flame Spitter. So
Okay.
he got a series of that. And then also he got another mixtape series called March Madness. I like those mixtapes that impacted my life in music. And also, like I said, Kendrick Lamar, Section 80. I like Section 80. Kendrick Lamar he got great storytelling. So I like Section 80 to Pimp a Butterfly. What was the other one? Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City was good too.
Good Kid, Mad City. I like J. Cole. What Forest Hill Drive?
Oh, Forest Hill Drive was the funny thing is the first album from J. Cole was Forest Hill Drive.
Yeah.
Man, Power Trip was vicious. Like the whole joint was just vicious.
Yep.
Like the storytelling and everything. It was just crazy. Man, Forest Hill Drive, you done took me back right there. That's my shit.
Lady Antoinette just chimed in and said, yeah, Kendrick was good. That boy good. That
boy good. That boy good. Yeah. I just got the text. Thank God I got the shit on Bluetooth because I keep hearing the melodies every time she texts.
Got folks hitting my phone about some dumb shit right now too.
Oh yeah, and J. Cole, J. came up. Definitely. In this industry, what do you see yourself at?
Like personally, like where I'm trying to get, or like what you mean?
Like, where do you see yourself? Where do you think you fit in? Do you fit in with the J. Coles? Do you fit or you just in your own lane? Like where do you see yourself at?
I say I fit in with the J. Cole's. I don't think I'm not there yet to be like I'm not on Kendrick level yet with the storytelling. I do have some storytelling, but not that deep enough into it. But I say I'm like in the J. Cole lane because some of my songs I do like to harmonize and sing a little bit. So I'm gonna say the J. Cole kind of lane.
Okay. Got a question, CP3?
With the, you're saying you're trying to adapt to different styles. To me, that's one of the pinnacle things that separates regular artists from being an MC. Actually being able to adapt to different tracks, different styles, different, appearances you might get on with whoever.
Right.
So, what do you think helps you to be able to adapt to different styles, to be able to be the storyteller, to kick it on a positive side, and also come up with a track like Homicide to show the other side of it?
Oh, well, I'm gonna answer the last question. To come up with Homicide, as Jim B. Jug came up with Homicide. He's the terrorizer. So whenever you come to me with one of those type of beats, I already like I can listen to him or just try to listen to somebody like I don't know, I would say like 50 Cent, and I could just I could relate, not relate, but I could try to bring that bring that hunger, bring that fierceness.
Yeah.
So I could bring that energy. So one of that.
So
and then what was the very first one? Sorry.
It was just, what makes you be able to adapt to different styles, to go from the positive angle with the song Best Friend, and then be able to flip to the Homicide side to go to the flow, because most folks can't adapt to different styles, and like you said, there's always just trap music, rapping about drugs, about the game, and yada yada yada. What helps you be able to be so vast and diverse in your flow?
Basically, when I hear a beat, I try to ride the beat, try to see if I can, try to harmonize, melodize myself, and melodize my voice with it. And if I can't do that, then I already got the words to it. So if I hear a beat, like I have rapped over a straight piano beat before, like with no drums. I did that before. So it's not really, if I can try to soothe my voice or smooth my voice throughout the beat, then it's easy. It's basically not really that hard.
So we have a third member of the team who actually was out because of medical. Lady Antoinette wants to know, where do you want to be? What lane or what goals that you have?
My goals is I just want to, like I said, with the mixing and mastering and everything, I just want to help other artists. Like, you don't got to go to these studios because mixing and mastering, studio time costs, it costs a lot. That's why I just.
But wait. So slow your roll.
Okay.
First of all, your mixing and mastering ain't free.
I know. Yeah, I never said it was free.
So I want to clarify because niggas will hear you say stuff like that and they like, oh, this nigga will give me a hookup. Nah, nigga, you still gonna have to pay regardless. It ain't free. Like, you're like, yo, if nigga from the era of BDP, the remix for P is not free. The girly is free, but the crack costs money.
I charge for my tracks.
So the mixing and mastering is not free.
Correct, yes.
So
It's not free, everybody. It's not free. I charge $45 an hour for mixing and mastering. It comes with, everything that's me in the studio helping you. If I gotta help you, how to lay down the verse or the hook or whatever, I will help you, within doing that.
Bet. So what lane do you see yourself in?
Basically going a route to the top. I just want everybody to notice me because I've been doing this for so long. When I go out of town, a lot of people, they'll come up to me after my performance and say, yeah, you actually did your thing. You actually had a great song. So I just want to have a lot of people notice me, just get out there more.
So I'm going to be real with you. You know what upset me in Miami that y'all didn't do?
What?
Y'all sat at the table, y'all didn't network with the people.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off at y'all.
Yeah, well, basically, it was a lot of good artists there, but like I said, that goes back to the thing I said. If I don't see myself, if I don't hear nothing within your music that I want to potentially work with, I don't really want to.
But you still got to get yourself out there.
Yeah.
Like, you may not have worked with the artist, but having a conversation, taking their IG and stuff like that, it's those small things, like, because you don't know who their fan base is.
Right.
You could be getting a fan base without
and
doing
I was really pissed off at y'all for not doing that, to be honest with you, because I was like, why the fuck are y'all sitting there? Because I know what y'all can do. And I think like in that situation, don't waste your potential.
Okay.
Like I don't care if you don't fuck with the artist.
I got
Walk around, talk
got
to
you.
these people.
Networking
Like
is
real,
key.
cause the next time I'm gonna come to the table like, what the fuck y'all doing? Like real talk.
You know, usually I would do it. Usually I would.
That's what pissed me off.
But like I said, I understand what you're saying. But if I hear,
I don't get like dog. I'm gonna be honest. The one that you already know, cause you my dog, and I'm real with you. Dog, get the fuck out the table and you network. If you follow me, he tell you the same shit. You gotta network. Whether you love dog. You think I give a fuck if Renegade love these artists or not? Nah, nigga, walk around, network, take a picture with these people.
Gotcha.
Increase your fan base.
You got to network.
We're there for a reason. And when we do the out of town shows, it's growing your fan base. You don't know who's watching. Like for real talk. There was a nigga that was the young boy. I'm about to play his music, Blue Flame. But he came with his manager and a nigga that had and a nigga that was part of a magazine. That's why I say network.
Yeah.
Because you could have made that connection. And I made the connection with him because I took a picture because he was struggling to take a picture, and I took a picture.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, boom, boom." I tagged him in the picture. Oh shit, it's a magazine. I thought I was just tagging a regular nigga.
Yeah. Hey.
So that's the thing. It frustrated me because I know your work, but never get too complacent to where you don't network.
Yeah.
Just like
Especially out of you, even in town shows, because you don't know who knows who.
Exactly.
But especially when we go out of town, you don't know what their fan base is. They could have the most slummingest song in the world, but they could have 20 million fans.
Yeah.
Or 10,000 fans from their hometown. You don't know what they got.
Just like we
And you got to treat it as such. You know, and there was a lot of good talent there.
Yeah.
The niggas from Cleveland was killing it.
Yeah. It was like 30 of them from Cleveland.
Yeah. The niggas was, but we got those situations, you got to network. You know, and just get out there. And I would say this too, is the one thing I did for At the Bar last year was I partnered with Eric Kuza, and we represent their brand. Like the clothes I got on now is Eric Kuza. And I actually went out and took pictures of them yesterday. But I got when you see the At the Bar t-shirt, like the Sports on the Hill t-shirt that he got, it's like when you go to these joints, dress the part.
Yeah.
Partner, you don't gotta be with Eric Kuza, but you can be with any of these local artists and bring your flavor into there and have your name, your IG and stuff like that.
Right.
So people could just walk around and be like, yo, I gotta take a picture of this nigga's shirt. Look at my I just wanna know who he was. The bartender made me a great fucking drink. The shit was $18 though. But it was a great fucking drink. It was 18. I was like, damn, Miami prices. I hate this shit. But the drink was good. And when I went to say, yo, he's like, yo, take a picture of the drink and just tag me in it. And I said, what's your IG? He just turned around and pointed to his back.
That's one thing I can.
I was like, nigga, I'm about to get a shirt done with At the Bar and Rakim 151 on the back.
It's nothing like representing your own brand.
Yeah.
When you go out, I have my own apparel line. If I'm not at work wearing my shirt and tie and stuff, I'm out rocking my apparel line. So when you see me, I'm representing my shit. And it's nothing like that, bro. It's nothing like that.
So, and these are my words of wisdom to you. You know, and I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Like, I know that you have potential. I just think, like that instance, whether you rock with them dudes or not, yo, network with them. Because you don't know who know who or who like who, or you may not like them, but they may fuck with you.
Right.
So don't shorten your own bag or don't shorten your own success by not going that extra mile.
Yeah, I got certain affiliates that I deal with on my sports show that I might not be necessarily fans of, but they bring a certain element to the show and make my show better. Just like we talked about, just because it might not not be what you like, but if it's moving the crowd, you never know. Like you said, who's following them, and then all it takes is the right person to hear your stuff, and then it can go from there. So you never want to limit yourself by not networking. Network. I'm in the car sales business. I'm in the radio networking business. I'm in the apparel line business. Networking is my middle fucking name.
Like dog, he have a bad day, I listen to him and I go back to the same shit I tell you. Okay, you had a bad day, cool. But what you gonna do about tomorrow? Who you gonna call? Who you gonna do? Like those are the conversations we have because we got a network.
Yeah.
Like it's part of our business no matter what you do. Because at the end of the day, you are Warfare J.
Correct.
So you are your brand. You are everything that you embody.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't network, people can't see it.
Right.
If I don't walk around with an at the bar T-shirt or at the bar this or at the bar that, like I got three IGs. You really think I want fuck? Social media is like a second job that don't pay shit.
Mm-hmm.
3 IGs, 2 Facebooks, a Snapchat that I don't even fucking use. But I gotta network on these things. I had to start an IG just for my picture taking. I got an IG just for my radio. Yeah. Then I just got an IG just for my personal shit.
Right.
That shit work. I be like, damn, I got a hashtag there. What the fuck? Like it's tiring, but it's part of the business.
Yeah.
You know, to control the success, you got to do these things.
I'm running 13 pages, 2 websites, and a YouTube channel for myself on my MacBook Pro. It's a grind, but it's what we do. It's the life we chose. So if you're gonna do it, like they say, go hard or go home, baby.
So this is from Lady Antoinette, and this is true. She said, when you network, you never know the outcome.
Yeah.
And it's part of every business now. You know. So and that's the one thing too. You never know. Even when you say something negative about Go-Go, keep saying something positive about them too, because you never know who made who. Because they can play your song.
Yeah.
They could remix one of your songs and be on the radio, and that puts you in a whole nother hemisphere.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't fuck with Go-Go, but I swear to you, if a Go-Go man said, let me remix Money Real Quick by Renegade.
Nigga, that shit playing in every club in the motherfucking city.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk. We going to Miami Takeover? What? We going to talk, you know.
Let me know. I got my brother to do the work with the Go-Go band. We can do Go-Go cover.
Okay. So, but, you know, the one thing about this show is I want to stress that I like to have real conversation with people. Because motherfuckers come on and they be like, damn, you got real questions? Yeah, I got real questions. And I'm like, am I lying?
That's the shit that's fucked up. They think they come in for a little softball, a little bullshit. They're like, nah, dog, we don't do this for play. We do this shit because this is what we do.
Yeah.
Well, he knows me. So he knows if he fucked up on stage, I'm going to pull him to the side and be like, yo, Jay. I know you can do better than that. I don't ever want to see that shit because he knows me, and he knows I'm always keeping 100% honest with him. You know, if it's hot, I'm gonna tell him, yo, nigga, you killed that shit.
Yeah.
You know, when we had our conversation in Miami, I was like, I told him straight, I was like, yo, dog, he's like, yeah, they fucked up on my music. I said, but I like how you kept going, and that's what you're supposed to do. That's how our conversation went.
Yeah.
Like real talk. Am I lying?
Nope.
Yeah. So we have, the one thing about the show is if you can't, I'm not here to be a yes man. If your shit's hot, it's hot. If it's not, it's not. When the same conversation we had with Keys, when he had a song I ain't felt, I was like, yo, Keys, I don't like that joint. I thought this should be your first single. And that's my man. But I gotta be honest with you. If I can't be honest with you, ain't no point. Exactly. And you know, and the thing is, I can't set you up for success by lying to you. Because you're not gonna be successful.
A lot of folks don't understand that right there. You gotta be real. You gotta if you your man's folks, then you gonna tell him if he got some bullshit. You ain't gonna let him go out there and go on stage and perform some bullshit and get booed off the scene and lose all whatever credit he had. You're gonna let him know, dog, that ain't your best work. You need to go back to the studio.
So the real talk is this. Like a lot of times when people send me this stuff, even if you send it a week before, I may not listen to it on the air because I want to give an honest reaction.
Yeah.
That's true. That's facts.
And I don't send it to them to be like, oh yeah, we all gonna review this song. What I say is, oh, we're gonna review Warfare J is coming and we're gonna review his music. And they already know not to ask me, are you gonna send it to me? Because we're gonna review it live on the air because I want your honest reaction.
Exactly. I want to hear it and I want to be crisp and, and see what it sounds
like. And here's the thing, we all don't agree.
Mm-hmm.
There was times, like I said, we had the singer dude. He was good. Lady Antoinette and CP3 agreed, but when it got to me, I was like, yo, your mix was not good. I liked the song, but the mix wasn't good.
Yeah, you got that engineered ear, though.
I've been doing this 20-something years, bro.
That's why I've been trying to listen to that shit.
As I tell people, I've been running track boards since I was 14 in churches. Believe it or not, yeah, I drink and go to. I drink and I curse, but yeah, I used to go to church.
He had a special crowd. He carried over so he turned up when he walked in.
So and also I also have a diploma in radio engineering. You know. I actually went to Columbia School. I went to Columbia School broadcast. I have radio engineering and radio announcing.
How y'all think I got my board shit set up for Sportsman Hill? This nigga right here.
So actually, I can set your whole podcast up if y'all need to, but it ain't free.
It ain't free. Fuck that. I learned them all. Man. You told me enough.
Yes. Oh, Lady Antoinette, you did pay them. You did suggest changes to it. And Lady Antoinette does have a great ear for music as well. So we would tell you this. We always going to keep it 100. 100. Let me rephrase that. We always going to keep it 151.
Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's not.
I mean, yo, like I said, some people can take criticism. Some people can't. Like I told the dude, yo, you sent me a B-side single, so I feel like it's a B-side. I think it's a good song. I think it's a B-side. He told me we was hating. No lie.
You have to take criticism. Can't even say it.
Criticism.
Yeah, you just gotta take it. You just gotta take it and learn from it.
I'm stumbling over words. So, but think you might need a drink.
Oh, man, nah.
I think that's an at the bar curse right there.
Yeah, the drink is that's
with your words.
It's messing up with your words. So, before we get up out of here.
She on the meds. She on them oxy. She talking shit that we ain't even gonna repeat what she said.
Oh man.
Well, nothing bad directed towards you.
It wasn't you.
You know them pills popping in right now.
You know she gonna get your ass to
I know
right?
she is, but she ain't gonna be back for another 2 weeks, so I'm straight. I can run faster than her anyway right now.
She said, but she did say overall your stuff was good.
Thank you.
How is it? This is probably the hardest question that you're gonna have to answer tonight.
Okay.
How is it to balance a love life and music?
Oh boy, that's a good.
Because
I say it's like medium hard.
But before you even answer, I tell you this. When you have a dedication, it's like doing this stuff. Like CP3 had a young lady that was like, "Yo, I can't even watch the show because your persona." Because sometimes we be talking everything, you know, the show before the show is something totally different.
The show after the show is something totally different. But yeah, I've had some young ladies that because of my on-air persona find it hard being with me, even though I'm a changed man. I'm speaking about my past.
Yeah,
it's rough, bro.
I understand.
Yeah.
So how do you balance that being an artist?
I mean, like I said, it's like medium hard. Like when I go out of town and stuff, my girl, she constantly want me to call her and FaceTime her and see what I'm doing. Like, make sure I'm okay and safe. Make sure I'm not going around tricking off with girls.
She's like, "Are you breathing or are you tricking?"
Right. Am I tricking? So I mean, it's not hard. Just make sure I check in here and there and make sure she knows. Yeah, I mean, she knows I'm doing the right thing, but that's the girl mentality.
Yeah.
As long as she's not being overbearing with
Right.
I got my partner that works as a DJ at the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
His girl basically wants him to have his phone FaceTime the whole time.
Oh, no,
Just so she know he's not doing it.
Pop's like, "Oh, what the heck?"
Bruh, I mean, I be for something.
Well, we already know we don't do that.
South Beach, so
Yeah, you're right. It still ain't working.
I wish it would. A few be like, "Yo, you need to FaceTime me through your whole nigga."
She be FaceTiming up like every 5-10 minutes. I'm like, "Now, can't you go take a piss or nothing?" "Nah, I gotta take my phone with me just in case she call." I'm like, "Dog, you can't live like that, dog." But that's good if you got a good lady that understands that. I mean, nothing wrong with checking in and alleviating her, thoughts and fears. She know what's going on out there. So yeah, you can do that. That's all I ask. Just be reasonable. Don't be overbearing. I go out of town to do a show or do something and I got 87 voice messages with 87 different personalities. You call on my phone.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that shit.
Well, CP3, what did you do to make her get at least
I mean, I
70
didn't
of
talk
those
to
with
her
personality?
for 3 days because my phone died. I left my charger.
3 days.
You know what?
This was back in the early 2000s when chargers weren't readily available like they are now. $5 at the gas
He
station.
could have bought a charger.
Man.
He was making good money.
This was different times.
He was making
dog.
good money back
This
then.
was different times, dog.
He had
You
a-
couldn't just go to the gas station.
He had a
get
truck.
an iPhone charger for $5.
He had a truck and a girl
These
name.
drinks cost like $100, man. You can't just go out there and just buy a charger, just willy-nilly like that, man. That's big money.
Nigga, you had females that would have paid you the $100 back.
Never mind.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. I had 87 different voice messages, 87 different personalities. If you either trust me or you don't. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother show. I don't know how we got here, but that's a whole
Cause you take us there.
Man, you want to say we're going to finish this bottle. That's what happened.
Oh. Which is it? First is Patron. Then it's 151.
It's alcohol, niggas. At the bar, I told y'all I don't want to get back into my old ways. Y'all like, go ahead, drink up. It's at the bar radio. Now when I'm drinking more than y'all like, why are you drinking so much? See, now I'm the bad guy.
Son. The show is called At the Bar.
See, that's the pressure I deal with. See,
Not at the dispensary.
I drink beer. They're like, no, we gotta drink liquor. Then I start drinking liquor. Then I'm the problem. Sweet, man. Can't win for losing around here, though.
All right, so we're gonna play my man Blue Flame. He was at the show in Miami. He's from Alabama, and then we'll wrap this up. So CP3, when you leave here, are you going home or are you going to spend $40? Don't answer that, 'cause that could be incriminating.
Yeah, we want to talk about that. I gotta make some calls first.
It's Blue Flame. Scotty, I like this one. I will always be my brother's keeper. Swear to God, I put that on my mama. Load the chopper, let it ride. I got the script, I'm with the drama. Loyalty, I alibi. Run it up the alma mater. Michael Jackson when we slide. Shots like Jordan with the jumper. Be about the light that you lied about. No smoking mirrors that hide around. COD hitters that gun you down. Like a fire in the woods, we can spark it out. Pie in the cheese that we smoking loud. To gas in the room that can clear the crowd. Mask up on you, ho, you can't point us out. To get next in the label, you ain't heard around. RP to my brother. Lord knows I love you. Nah, I ain't going nowhere. Just when I do, there's trouble. These demons, they climbing, trying to keep us all and down and phasing me. The devil won't war my soul and my body. Somebody pray for me. I told him, nah, lay me down and sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep it. If I sit down before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take it. It ain't no sleep, no time for breaks. Cut the head right off a snake. You think it's sweet, if you would taste. I'm kneeling for my saving grace. My brother's keeper. Ooh, swear to God, I be my brother's keeper. Ooh, put it on my life, I be my brother's keeper. Ooh, so we're dead and gone, I be my brother's keeper. Just know that I'ma keep you. I told him I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. Oh, lately they say I've been acting too crazy, been going too hard when it comes to these beats. Fuck off on these toes, I don't need an old lady, just give me a freak, I can stroke in the sheets. I know that they call me a psycho. Set it off in this bitch, I just might hoe. Ran it up in these streets, set the fire go. These numbers are real, not a typo. If I call you my brother, that mean I'll do anything for you. Tyler Jordan, baby, see, know I love you. Nothing I but you, do anything for you. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise than what I tell you. Wanna trigger for a minute, not to lay up on the table. Understand the way this hurry, you only care what you're able. The fight for the fables that leave you disabled. You live and you learn, that's a life, so be grateful. I've been through it all and still wait for the worst. Up in the dance like I'm bitching the curse. I'm already digging, so driving the hearse. Hot in the rave, now I'm kicking up dirt. My hands in the skirt when the times go skirt. They pop me a perk and it didn't hurt. Got rid of my heart, now they call me a jerk. I see and they lurk, so I stay alert. My head in my shirt, play my feet in the dirt. While I'm walking the earth, gotta move with the turf. Been waiting for the top and they catch me a surf. It's sharp in this water that's time to get hurt. I'm a jump McGurk, a Captain D's. I got blood in 7 seas. On my shoes, red bottoms, thumping my. I will always be my brother's keeper. Ooh, swear to God, I be my brother's keeper. Ooh, put it on my life, I be my brother's keeper. Ooh, so we're dead and gone, I be my brother's keeper. Just know that I'ma keep you. I told him I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. Oh, I will always be my brother's keeper. Swear to God, I be my brother's keeper. Put it on my life, I be my brother's keeper. So we're dead and gone, I be my brother's keeper. Just know that I'ma keep you. I told him I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. I wanna ride right now. Say yo, I wanna ride right now. Oh.
That's my. Yo, yeah, I think from Huntsville, the same area.
We interviewed him, right?
No, that was J Hood. I mean, J Pop. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we had a couple Alabama folks called.
Yeah, definitely.
They definitely got a vibe down in Alabama.
Definitely.
My cousin in Alabama, think about it.
Are you your family?
Down Birmingham.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Thought you were just a lonely soul just walking the earth like King from Kung Fu.
No, I'm trying to sell him a car. Send me his credit application. Shit.
And what you gonna drive it to Alabama?
He got a delivery guy. He said he don't have no problem driving to Alabama. He drove to motherfucking South Carolina the other day. He get paid to drive.
Nigga.
A deal is a deal, nigga.
You gonna send a nigga to Alabama?
Nigga, I drove to Richmond. Shit.
You drove to Richmond.
Yeah, I ain't driving to Alabama. Nigga.
So Wolf AJ, listen how what I asked him, and listen how he answered. I said, "Are you going to send a nigga to Alabama?" And he said, "Well, I drove to Richmond the other day."
Got nothing to do with Alabama. That's his job. He's supposed to deliver vehicles. He just drove to Ohio the other day to drop something off.
You know, you're a cold. Don't be like him.
You're
a cold motherfucker.
He on that same ground. He trying to get them dollars. He trying to get that money. That's I'm the same way, dog. I will backhand the motherfucker for my dollars, dog. I'm sorry.
You need a hug.
I need a little something more. It's been a rough month. I need
Lord.
some cheeks. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, sometimes you gotta, backhand a motherfucker, man. You can get Venus or Serena, the forehand or the backhand. Which one you want?
You know what? Can you just end the guy? You got any other questions before we end the show? Before you threaten people?
I ain't threatening nobody directly.
Lady Antoinette, I need you to come back. He's out of control. He was good. He was good last week. This week,
I told
terrible.
Her, man, she can't be gone for more than 3 weeks at a time. The show gonna be taking a bad turn. She might not better come back. Might be a whole different show. What do you have in the near future? I know you have some nice tracks that you usually dropping the album the end of May, beginning of June. What's your next video project or what you got in the near future plan?
My next video is the song that we just played, the D'Angelo Russell. We're shooting that next Saturday.
Okay.
Then after that, I got another video called Designer. So we're gonna shoot that one on the beach. So and then after that,
on the beach.
Yeah, on the beach.
I bet you want to come, don't you?
I got work next Saturday, so I can't be coming.
Next Saturday, this is D'Angelo Russell. So
yeah.
And then I'll probably shoot the designer one in June.
So which one gonna be on the beach and which beach y'all gonna be at?
Probably gonna go to Chesapeake, probably, or Ocean City, probably.
Oh, if you go to Chesapeake, let me know. I got family down 757. If you need audience or anything, just let me know. My little bro got a couple of artists that he's supposed to be cultivating. Need to stop bullshitting and send me the music, man.
Damn, you just gonna call the nigga out on air like
I'm gonna call him out. I done called him out. Text message. I done called him out on the phone. Now I'm gonna call you out via internet. Stop bullshitting. Send me the fucking music so we can do some things.
See what you did, Wolf AJ?
We talked about this. We talked about this when we was coming up, man, about doing music and doing the collab. You fucking up.
Damn.
I know your wife love you, but goddamn it, she gotta let you out the house. Coronavirus. Damn. Dog, we gotta send the SOS out. I told you when we went down. What happened when we went down to July 4th? Did we see my little bro? Did we see him?
I played the fifth.
Exactly. We didn't. I couldn't even see my little brother. I ain't seen him over a year and a half because his wife got him on lockdown. Need. Get out, dog. Send smoke signals. Carrier pigeons. Something. Nigga. Come out, nigga. We miss you. All right, I'm done.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm done.
I ain't know how to finish this shit.
This what happened with Lady Antoinette.
Where can they find your music at, dog?
You can find my music on all streaming platforms. Wolf AJ. That's WARFAREJ. Wolf AJ on all streaming platforms. Anywhere you get your music.
Definitely. Shout out to your pops for being here. I always appreciate when people support the artists, especially their family. And it's very important to have that type of backing and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why I'm always at with Renegade shows and stuff like that, because I felt that was very important to back them and stuff like that. Right. It's a very special bond, especially when y'all both have done music and stuff like that. So salute to your pops. We salute them, because one, black men don't get enough credit.
True that.
Yeah.
You got something to say about your pops?
Black fathers, black men don't get enough credit, and damn sure black fathers don't get enough credit, because they will have you thinking all of us niggas is MIA or locked up or some shit, and there's all real black fathers out here that support their their children. So we definitely want to salute that.
I lost my dad 15 years ago. He was my best friend, the only dude that understood me. I still talk to him every day. So I tell my folks that even have rough relationships with their dad, like, you only get one, dog. No matter what he did to your mom or what fucked up shit he did, he's still your dad. At least reach out, give the effort. If he doesn't return it, then at least you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I tried.
Yo,
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Like I said, I'm his biggest supporter. Even if he don't get signed, I tell him every day, I done signed him. He been rapping since he was in the 7th grade. I signed him years ago, so he's my big inspiration.
But that's a blessing. So actually, Lady Angela actually had a great question. She said, "What do you say to those coming behind you who may be discouraged?"
Just keep going. Don't listen to the hate. Like, just keep. If you really got a passion for it, just keep going. Just don't listen to nobody. Just, if you got it in your gut, you got the right mental status. You want to rap and sing or whatever you want to do. Just keep going. Don't listen to nobody. Just keep going and push yourself. Someone's going to hear you eventually.
Definitely. I think one, I like I said, I salute you. I salute your pops because you gotta, in order to make great music, you gotta have those other people that are behind the scenes that help you.
Yeah.
You know, and when you have those words of encouragement, it just makes stuff easy to do. You know, I love my mom. I love, but when I was rapping and stuff, I ain't had the support.
Yeah.
So it was different for me. So when I got tired, I just stopped. You know, it might have been different if I had the support. You know, and it's important. That's one of, like I said, it's one of the reasons I try to encourage young artists. It's one of the reasons I stand behind Renegade because he has a talent, and I want to support him as much as I can.
Right.
Because I know what it's like when you don't have. You know, and your father can probably tell you when he started doing go-go, when you don't have that particular support, and it's like, yo, I want to do this, and people tell you, no, you shouldn't do this. Don't do this. But this is what I want to do. Nah, I don't do this. You know, and then you would, and then when you see them go to other people's concerts and other people's shows, but they ain't never showed up your show, you're like, damn.
Exactly. Don't give me shit.
That's some shit, and it affects you mentally. So when you have somebody like I said, and black men do not get enough credit for supporting this. You know, as a black man that does support, I can tell you that. You know, they will make you think that we a myth. Like they'd rather see Bigfoot or a unicorn than a black man to support other black men. Period. So and we're out there. We're actually more common than what people actually realize. You know, real talk. So
Yeah, we're gonna personify the negative and not promote the positive. There's a lot of us doing good things, but unfortunately, we got a lot of niggas out here doing dumb shit that they always wanna.
But here's the thing: when we say we got a lot of niggas out here doing dumb shit, there's a lot of crackers doing dumb shit too.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's a lot of Chinese people doing dumb shit too. There's a lot of, you know, I can go down to every race and say there's a lot of dumb shit that they do but black people, we just get, if one black person do something, and this has been since I was a kid, when one black person do something fucked up, we blame the whole race. And that doesn't account. Like, people was ashamed when they had the DC sniper because they're like, that motherfucker had, damn, he black. But then, yeah, he was. But at the same time, we focus on the one black serial killer.
Of course.
But the 35 other white serial killers, like
that's
we just
it. That's
like yeah, we'll eat the DC sniper, but damn, we was not Ted Bundy.
Yeah,
we was not Jeffrey Dahmer. We wasn't eating motherfuckers. Like, you know, it's we gonna take an L every now and then, but damn it, some of y'all niggas have been taking L since the 70s.
It's interesting to say.
And we in 2021.
I was watching a comedy special, and the comedian brought that up about how they glorify certain serial killers, and they mentioned all the white Ted Bundy. He was so-called charismatic. Nah, he was just a nigga that knew how to talk. and they try to glorify him, even though they're trying to vilify him. They still shine him in the light of so-called glory, where they have folks that's trying to marry him in jail and all that other shit. But as soon as a black man or a brown man does it, oh, that's their character, that's their nature, and yada yada yada. So it's a whole bunch of bullshit. But we have to help break that cycle by not falling into that nigga shit category.
We do. I mean, you know, the thing is, people glorify Charles Manson.
No bullshit.
You know,
He's a rock star.
He's a rock star, but they don't want to define Charles Manson as how white people think, and he clearly is how white people think, to be honest with you. But they don't want to. They don't want to say that's how we all think.
The black police officer in California that went on a rampage and was killing LA police officers and their families because he actually reported harassment and racism on the force, and they demonized. I'm trying to remember his name, but they demonized him in the press, said that he was just, you know, a crazy man going on a rampage trying to kill, you know, LA police officers. But they never gave the backstory of why he went crazy.
Yeah.
He reported the counterpart for doing over for excessive force against a minority, ended up losing his job. Then he went the bureaucratic route by going to the hearings, trying to get his job back, and they still blackballed him. So when the black man that had did nothing but serve his community and report a fellow officer who happened to be white that was doing things that he wasn't supposed to do, they had him on the so-called, because he snapped. And he was like, if y'all don't give me my job back, y'all gonna take my pension after I didn't serve for, you know, some motherfuckers gonna pay. And then they want to demonize him, and it was on CNN and all that. Oh, he's a vigilante just going to kill cops for no reason at all. Nah, tell the whole fucking story.
Nah,
and that's the sad thing.
But here's the thing about that is, I don't mean to cut you off, is that they never tell our story.
I know,
because
sad,
because if they told our story, they would tell you that the traffic light is invented by a black man. They would tell you that a black man improved the refrigeration on the meat trucks that we use right now. You know, they would tell you that basically 90% of the discoveries of stuff that we use, a cell phone was invented by a black man. Like, they would tell you these things, but they don't. Like, the monkey wrench was invented by a boxer.
The monkey wrench just to make it, you know, less.
But here's the thing. This is that's just the like the cure for cancer and all that other stuff was invented off the cells they stole from a black woman out in Baltimore.
Yeah, I remember that story.
I actually watched it on like HBO Max a while ago.
Oprah did that.
Yeah. So, you know, but that's the truth. Lady Antoinette has said that black fathers matter. We love them. That's true. And I see this on the regular. Walking their kids to school, doing their little girls' hair and football games and all that. And they will have you believe that black fathers are unicorns, and we're not. I ain't got kids, but I've always, like, for my sister, for my nephew, when they was little, I did these things for them. Yeah. You know, I'm retired from babysitting, so, you know.
I still babysit.
If you caught me in my 20s, or in my 30s, I would have babysat your kid.
My cognac session, and we good.
At 46, I just want to podcast and drink. So I don't want to babysit no more. Unless, you know, if I gotta change diapers, you're done. My diaper days changed. My diaper days ended in 19.
Come on, man, you can't say that, man. You still got
2001.
No, you still gotta change diapers.
If I have to, like, the little niggas stink, I'd be like, hey, this nigga stink.
You still gotta change the diapers, dog.
If her hands are full, emergency diaper change. And if I change your diapers, I shouldn't have to change your kids.
I wish that was true.
That's the golden rule.
I wish that was true. But yeah, man, you know, it's rough sometimes. Well, it's rough a lot of times being a black man in America.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. All I can tell folks, I've been through a lot of different situations. You know, like I said, being on both sides of the good and bad of the law and doing some things that I'm not going to talk about.
More on the bad.
I'm not going to talk about on air because, you know, there might be some charges pending. But it's just
still.
At the end of the day, if you can't look yourself in the mirror and say you were a good man every day, you got to do something about that, dog. I talk to my folks all the time. a lot of mentoring groups, Boys and Girls Club. I know y'all see me on the air talking about the stuff I'm talking about, but I'm a good dude. Trust me.
I don't know about that part.
Hey, shut up. I'm trying to sell this here, damn it. But at the end of the day, man, if you can't look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and say you were a better person than you were the day before, you need to check yourself. It's not always the white man's fault. It ain't always the next man down the street fault. Some things you got to take accountability for. I know I dodge a lot of responsibility on the show, but that's my persona. That's what I do. Be having fun. But in real deal, if you that real nigga, you that stand-up dude that you claim to be when you rapping to these females and you on the block talking to your fellas, it ain't just about talking. It's about walking. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't got no legs. So if you ain't got no legs, shut the fuck up. Or either step up and do what the fuck you need to do. 'Cause I'm tired of talking to these simp-ass niggas out here. They got a million excuses why they can't make nothing of themselves, but you got a million scams when you trying to get the fuck over. You put that same energy into scams and to being positive and trying to better yourself, maybe you get a little fucking father. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of hearing some of these folks out here, and I don't mean to be going on my soapbox, but I guess it's that soapbox time. I'm just tired of it, man. Some of y'all dudes got to grow the fuck up. It ain't all about what your lady doing or what your moms did or what your life was like. Everybody's life is fucked up. Everybody got to adapt and man the fuck up. If you the man you claim to be when you stay on the block, be that man when it's time to be that man. And that's directed to a couple of people that might be watching. If you got a problem with it,
You know
where I'm at.
that was really aggressive.
I'm just saying, there's a couple of folks that, dealing with my family that they've been doing some shit that just because I ain't been around don't mean I don't know. And I know you tuning in because you's a bitch. I know you is. Because you can't call me. You can't text me. When I call you, you duck that motherfucker.
But what a nigga, you the thug.
I'm just saying, I've been getting some stuff that I had to get off my chest, and I know they tuning in because they some bitch niggas. I'm about to get into my Pimp C phase, nigga. I done lift your skirt, and expose your clitoris. You's a bitch, nigga. If you can't do what the fuck you supposed to do, I told you in the beginning, take care of your kids, you ain't gonna hear from me. You don't, we gonna have a problem. Now we have a problem.
Damn.
I will holler at you. You know how I roll. And I'm not.
Okay. That was scary.
I'm just saying, man. When I'm getting texts during the show about some fucked up shit, and I've been drinking.
Nigga, you're not Beyonce. I've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
Wolf AJ, tell them where they can find your stuff at.
Social media.
Yes.
I'm on all social medias, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. That's WARFARE_J. Again, WARFARE_J. Wolf AJ.
And the social, not social, the music platform, the digital platform.
Digital platforms, Apple, Spotify, anywhere, streaming, wherever you get your music, that's Wolf AJ, WARFAREJ, Wolf AJ. I'll pop up right away.
Okay.
I just followed you, bro.
Appreciate it. I got you.
All right, cool. After that scary rant by CP3, I think next week we won't have a show. I think I'm just gonna go to church.
Janet, Lady Antoinette, we need you back. I'm trying to be good, but these bottles of liquor, and it's only two of us now. Get the bottle drinking. It's gonna get you too fast.
Don't blame the liquor. You are not
I told you I ain't blaming myself. It's somebody else's fault.
You are not Jamie Foxx. You will not blame it on the alcohol. CP3. What I got going on tomorrow?
Sports and Mill Podcast, episode 222. We're gonna be bringing you the recap of the Nats week. They definitely did better than they started out, going 1-5. Had a walk-off, had a couple of wins against Arizona. Going to break down, the Capitals. They took a bad loss today to Boston 6-3, but they had a great win last night. They're still in first place in the Mass Mutual division. This hockey season is winding down. Postseason is coming. Still looking for a goalie. We're going to discuss all of that. And the Wizards, they're on a little win streak right now. Robbie in the NBA Roundtable will cover that. Once again, don't forget to tune in Thursday night for our Washington football team pre-draft and all-season special. I'll be breaking down all the free agency moves. My insider, NCAA and draft insider, Dujane Bland, will be breaking down some of the prospects this team might pick up to make itself better going into the next year, try to repeat as the NFC East champions. And who knows what else we might talk about. We might talk about field hockey, lacrosse, who knows. We got the best DC sports coverage around. DC sports by the politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do, baby.
So next week, It'll be a very interesting show.
What we got for
My man from Worldwide Entertainment is going to be here, and I have some other people that haven't followed up with me that want to be on the show because they don't follow up. They probably won't be on the show. Somebody wanted a judge to come the call.
Tanisha, she may be back next week.
Okay.
Don't rush back. We told you, make sure you 100% before
You just told her to come back.
Nah, we want her back, but we talked to her this morning and she had a setback. So get yourself 100% healthy first.
She said you're losing the CP3.
Man, the Jameson, dog. You see how much I done drunk of that shit? Nigga, I went to work today. I went to work 12 hours yesterday. Nigga, I'm drunk. I'm feeling good.
Oh, Lord.
I'm all over the place. I just need somebody. Never mind. That's another show for another day.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
So, but I know we have Worldwide Entertainment. So basically with them is they're doing a comedy. He's a promoter. He actually saw the brother from Eric Kusa.
Okay.
So he's coming through. So always my folks gonna get precedence over every anything else.
No, I'm not.
She said you are. She said you are losing it. But he's coming through, and then I'll be working with him in August. He has a comedy event in Richmond for 2 days, so I'm going down there to take pictures and stuff. And he has a very big movement, so I will probably, he's gonna be the main guest. So the other people probably gonna be short. So if you listen to this, you're probably short.
Just Zoom call and
I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I gotta go with my folks. So he's been like, he was at the thing yesterday and stuff like that, and it's more personal.
Richmond in August?
Yeah, August 28th.
It's prime time down in Richmond though. I gotta take off.
Well, let me know. I got a hotel room.
Oh well, yeah.
Mom, I can't discuss the details because we will talk about it off air. But we got a hotel room. We're gonna be in Richmond that weekend. And we might find CP3's long lost baby's mom.
She ain't claiming it though. Like I said, I ain't got the social security number, so it don't count.
Wide Range Entertainment. That's the name of the group. You're going to have.
I'm just saying, if I can't claim them, I ain't claiming them. That's just my thing. I'm sorry. Rules to this shit.
She was originally supposed to come back next week, so Lady Internet said she's gonna be back next week.
You know what? We'll talk offline. No, you always start stuff. See, I got to tell you, missed the show because you started stuff via text. So you ready to come back? Always picking on me. I gotta play Victor, dog. Come on, that's my role.
You know what? All right, we're gonna play Rated Chef Morales, Chicago joint. He produced the joint, and there's another guy that's singing it. So interesting. Before I even played this song, was I saw him. He started, and he actually's been supporting. It's actually his second time sending us music, but he's been supporting the show. And then I saw some dude to hate on him, and I gave it a free pass. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to involve myself. But I will tell you this. If all you can do is hate on the up and coming artists for their grind and their hustle, this is what you need to do.
Go kill yourself.
No, I'm not gonna tell them to go kill themselves. It's a 3-step process. The first step is they need to go get a blindfold. The second step is they need to go find a highway. And the third step is they need to go play in traffic.
I left my wallet in the middle of the Get it for me, please.
Like, I don't understand. If you're an artist, even if you don't like the artist, just move on. If you have that much energy that you have to put into hating what he does and all that other stuff, you'll never be successful because you have no idea what it takes to be successful. Success focus on success, not hate.
My Pimp C phase.
And that's why a lot of y'all niggas ain't successful because y'all focus on the hate rather than being successful.
Put that same energy into making yourself better that you are hating on somebody else. Maybe you shouldn't be better.
It would be if you took time. So He put a positive post up, and then I don't even know the motherfucker's name because you're so unimportant.
You're not even gonna name him because that's what he wants.
Well, I mean, if I would know, I would name him because I wanted to tell him like, nigga, you are so unimportant. You are beneath. You know how they say you are the wind beneath my wings. You are the scum beneath my feet.
You are the sweat beneath my balls.
Yeah, that too. You are so unimportant. So when you try to take an artist out of their zone because they're doing something good, and they're doing something you ain't doing, like. Honestly, stop hating and just shut the fuck up. Get on your grind. Get on your. Another artist doing something that you ain't doing should inspire you to hustle harder. Am I lying, Wolf AJ?
Nope.
It should make you want to do better.
You should. When you don't have the talent, all you gotta do is hate.
Stop right there. When you don't have the talent that says, we're going to end it on that one. So we're just going to play a song. Because the only reason I'm going to assume that you're hating it because you ain't got the talent.
I was born in Chicago.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
No, that was me.
The remix.
No, I.
I was born in Chicago, the Windy City, only home that I know. So much pain, oh, it's so much pain in my city. My people been suffering too long. Just raise your hands if you feel this song. I say amen, hallelujah. Just raise your hands if you feel this song. Tired of the fighting, just tired of the fighting. Where is the love? Man, I miss the love from Chicago, the Windy City, my home. Hold on, Chicago, hallelujah. Hold on, just raise your hands, Chicago. Hold on. Hallelujah. Just raise your hand.